while ago. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lotus Fire Show. My name is Fire Smatterburst, and we being me and my wife. Oh crap, that's what I forgot. And apparently, the final boss of Dragon Age Origins are live with Tales of Graces on this fine evening. Ada, take us away while we're.
I'm taking you away? Where am I taking you away to?
Take us to the laboratory, Ada.
You're wanting me to take you to a laboratory. Okay, but I mean, it's gonna take a while and
Oh
we
no,
don't even have
Ada's
a
getting
car.
horny. Make it stop.
I said we don't even have a car.
In the funniest way.
How
I know we
is
don't have a car. I don't know. What do you do to people in labs, Ada? You experiment on them.
experiment on them. You also some people.
And that implies a naked body 90% of the time. That's all I'm saying. Oh no, am I the horny one? Impossible.
Not me this time.
I don't believe you. Ew, what's happening? I hate the way that. Did you see the way Pascal's staff like functions? This one when she casts the spell. Oh, we want to change it. We did fight a boss.
Unfortunately, yeah, we did. Unfortunately, no, because I have to pay attention to where Hubert is, otherwise I die.
The top spins, which is normal when you have a dual, like a symmetrical one, but this one looks like a hammer, so it just looks gross. Do you want to change the titles a bit?
Yes.
Shariah. Hey, what are you doing?
What I always do.
Oh, I don't know. I don't play this game.
You don't play this game. People are live on Thursdays.
Including.
Critical Role.
Yeah. What other songs showed up on Spotify earlier? That's funny.
Yeah. I have their entire like the show, the stuff that we got from being Kickstarter people.
Yeah.
Um,
Darn, I can't change Emerald. Oh, we didn't heal Sophie.
no, not yet. We're not done dealing with her. She's not done being fixed.
Okay, well, let's go to the lab.
So.
It's backwards. I know that for a fact. Yeah, it is an elevator. We're not supposed to be on the right floor.
So what it was. What was I saying?
I don't know. Critical Role, Kickstarter songs.
So I have the entire playlist available to me. And then I also have access to it on Critical Role because then that includes all the stuff I'm not in it.
Yeah, it was one of their other shows because it wasn't actually it was Critical Role like credited as the artists, but it wasn't like it was called Let's Roll, but it was like a theme to a different show.
Let's Roll is the theme for... No, Let's Roll is also part of Fox Machina.
No, not you're
No.
you're way off now.
It's the theme for...
No, you're thinking of your time. It's your turn to roll. That's not Let's Roll. The one that we have that you have as a theme song is not Let's Roll. As a ring tone. It's called It's Your Turn to Roll. Let's Roll is it was poppy. It had like pop and synth in it. I could barely recognize Sam Riegel.
They actually have a lot of songs.
And it was Sam Riegel who was singing. So
I have it on here because I shared the entire thing with you because we both invested in it. Did I put in another? No, I didn't. Am I in the right drive?
maybe now's not the right time to check.
I'm sorry. Well, see, now I'm curious because like, I've listened to all of their songs and we own a significant amount of them.
I do. I think you're going the exact right way. It was a bigger room that we walked through, I think, on the way here, right?
Yeah, so like it was a room that I found on the way, and then we cut through that room to get to the hallway that we were in now.
Yeah, because there was a cutscene in that room.
And they said they wanted.
Was that the cutscene where like Sophie started splitting? I think that was that room.
Yeah. I think that's where we're headed. They said let's go back to the other room.
Mhm. There's a treasure chest there.
Yes, there is.
Malik. Rolling flare. Is that a treasure? It is a treasure chest. That is for Sophie.
Yes, let's see if it's any better. It is a lot better.
Significantly better. What a twist. So that means we didn't even bother going this way the first time around.
I think it's because of the cutscenes.
What? That was a dash and I didn't even hit the block button. That's interesting. I was talking to my friends the other day because I just finished the Metroid Prime remaster. And naturally, my friend who's really invested in these games, he asked me, well, what was the hardest boss you thought? Or what was the easiest boss you thought? And I refuse to acknowledge that the first boss can be the easiest boss when you're being asked what the easiest boss is because it's too... It's a cop-out answer, I feel. So I named another boss, which I really had no difficulty with, and he was like, really? I mean, what about the first boss? I'm like, what do you mean, what about the first boss?
Oh yeah, I was there for that conversation. I was so confused.
This is a toy from her childhood, isn't it? Interesting that. That's what he wanted to call Sophie. Remember?
Tiger. I completely forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me, Sharia. You're still not in my good books.
Can't trust her. Oh, wait, tried that? No, that was we didn't. That's right. We did check that room. Okay. Another. Yeah. So like, another thing that was funny about talking about Metro Prime is like they were talking about like the hardest boss being the one specific guy who shows up at the end of the game. And I was like, I mean, like he was tough, but I did not struggle with him as much. And like I don't want to flex. It just happens a lot where they struggle a lot with bosses, and I'm like, that's not the one I would have called the hardest. Like I'm no, not to say that I play the game better than them because geez no.
No, it's just you understand the mechanics behind the boss fight better, I think.
I would say a little different because like one of the things that gave me a hard time with the boss I would have considered the hardest, which was the boss right before the one that they consider the hardest, is that I did not have a lot of HP, which all boils down to how much you're exploring in the game, right? How much you're going out of your way to find energy tanks and stuff. I didn't do that because I hate exploration when 90% of the time you're gonna hit a wall. Like you explore and they're like, "Well, you don't have the power up you need for this." And I hate doing that. It's what pissed me off about Spyro 2. I didn't even finish the game because in Spyro 1 you can explore right off the bat, finish everything in one go. In Spyro 2, all of a sudden you need to go to a certain place to get an arbitrary like it's not even like a power up. It's just Spyro learns how to climb, Spyro learns how to swim, and I'm like, you couldn't have taught him that like 3 chapters before, where there was obviously something in the water that I can't access just because you don't want you want me to backtrack. What kind of like why are you padding your time, your game time? Like this is, I hate this.
Feels like how I felt when I got Sims 4 and there was no pools and no cars and none of the other basic life. I feel like I've gone too far.
No, I don't think so.
It was not that far between rooms.
Well, we haven't hit the room yet, so I don't know.
So, like, did I miss something? Like, I think we've backtracked too far.
We've been here. We've been here. We hadn't been to most of the other floor, so. See, this looks right.
There it is. I was about to turn around. But yeah, no. I feel that there's when okay, I had Sims 3. I knew what the base game looked like because I had just the base game. And I went and invested in everything else. Then I got Sims 4, and Sims 4 was so freaking empty and had so little to it that it was like, please give me content. Like, where are the pools? Where are the cars? Where is the basic stuff? Like, the whole joke with Sims 4 is that babies are objects, and they've only recently, in the last year and a half, updated it so that way they're no longer objects.
I feel like that was a programming Twitch, like not Twitch, quirk.
Yeah, that's something that they actively chose to do. And they kept it up until they decided to update it.
That's funny. Destroy Lambda. Sharia deserves to be D tier just because she keeps wearing that watermelon. Hey. But she's upset.
Yeah, because that means that she's gonna have to fight Richard. Male researcher.
Someone else alive?
Oh, memories.
Recordings, yeah. To God.
Oh my god.
So now. Oh. Yeah, pretty much exactly, actually. You think Emerald's gonna give you a way out? I doubt it.
That's her desire to stay with her friends.
Well, because her programming says destroy Lambda, but then Lambda's possessing someone whose her memories are are identifying as someone she can't hurt. I bet, like, you were like, eh.
Some way to rip him out of Richard.
I mean, the cocoon might.
Hence the glowing. Pascal.
Obviously. They're like third wheeling hard.
Right? But we still have to go around the world the second time, right? Usually how these games work is you go around the world, then you get fast travel, you go to one new area, and then you explore the world all over again. With the fast travel.
That's not 100% accurate.
A lot of games do it. Could that be the other route that we weren't allowed to go down?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we got at least two other routes to go.
Packed Mega title.
Okay. This way. Because we want to leave.
Sophie got a new fancy title, and I think she's playable again.
Is she? Oh yeah, she's fixed now. There's only a little bit that's still confused. Yay, Sophie. I'm sorry, Malik. But yeet.
F in the chat for Malik.
We need two healers. Like, when it's bad enough, you need two healers.
Hasn't been bad enough since Sophie left, though.
Might be bad going forward.
It occurred to me that you might have been able to skip the entire second floor if you'd have gone back to the previous. Because remember, you can, like, kind of. Yeah. So we should go first floor right here.
Isn't it supposed to be? Yeah. You do that with mine.
Why don't you do it with
My
yours?
hands are occupied, and now I can't see anything. Pascal has blended into. Pascal blended into the background.
That's a bit odd.
Well, I mean, she's super blurry, and she's wearing blue.
I guess.
Look, it's not that weird when you can't see.
Excuse me.
Got a couple of
No.
titles.
It's not one title.
I know. Malik at least got it.
Well, sophomore mixer. Take me east. I don't think this is east anymore. Oh yeah, we didn't need to do that.
Right.
No, Ada ignoring fights again. Though we're doing pretty solid here.
We're decently leveled. I'm not worried about it.
I'm worried about our lack of level 2 burst Mystic Arts.
Well, we haven't gotten all the titles for other Mystic Hearts, so I'm not sure how else to get them. Except that they might be story content, like you said.
It should be, I think. Most Tales games don't give you multi-level Mystic Arts.
Oh, that's so much easier to see now.
Yeah, now you have glasses. Go figure.
No, I mean like they're.
Oh my god,
Oh
I
my
have my
god, I meant like the
eyesight
cleaner.
eyesight assistance.
I was like, oh my god, it's cleaner, so now I can actually see. I
Incredible.
cleaned them earlier, but I had makeup on my hands.
Sounds like that's a bad idea.
Look, I didn't blend my nose properly because I couldn't see, okay?
You didn't blow your nose?
Blend.
What do you mean? Who are you at judging his capacity to?
I guess it's because he needs to carry her around all the time and hold together.
Oh yeah. I wish I had magical powers. Meanwhile, summons entire stand
I love
powers.
how, like, right? She's a summoner. But I love how they were like, oh, the Martians, and like they have a very distinct hair color scheming about them, where they go from
Yeah.
white to color.
Hmm.
But then you learn,
Unless their
hey,
name is Poisson.
and then you learn, hey, so the Martians aren't actually like blood related to one another. Well, they are nowadays, but originally they weren't because they're just Freudians.
Fodrins.
Whatever.
Freudians. Good talk.
She's a robot.
A humanoid? I think we're past robot when she's able to disassemble into multi-particles. Would that make Lambda her brother?
It's interesting. What is that?
It's a chest you already opened.
Oh, I thought it was a creature of some kind, or like or like something you can mine. I don't know why. Oh, I was playing Final Fantasy. That's why.
Angrily runs into item. What is it? Lightning blast.
Why did your lightning blast hit me?
It wasn't my lightning blast.
Oh,
I don't cast lightning blast.
except Pascal keeps saying lightning blast.
No, you're talking about Ray Sharia.
It sounded like Pascal.
Get him. Woo! He can't say. Grape's just lying there.
Well, right, it's the other way that goes up and down. Thick.
Oh, we were blocked when we went that way, yeah.
Yeah, it's still blocked.
There, grape! No, I mean, like they said, we can't go further after a point where we're going now.
Yeah, but I was pretty sure that there was 2 minutes over here that we could take.
No, I don't think so. Whoa, what was that? Hold up. I have a new level 4 art?
Yeah, didn't you get it with your last title?
Oh, death sentence. Okay. The captain says it'll help me fly through the air.
Some of the shit Malik does to her.
Malik is clearly a
Oh
dad.
yeah. Or at least that he sees all of them as like his own kids.
Yeah.
And like if he had kids, he'd want them to be them. And evidently, Asbel needed a dad that would listen, and so he found that in Malik.
Yep. In the high school AU that they suggest, I believe he's the principal.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was like a mixture of Tails, Fire Emblem, and Avatar.
Okay, no. There's an actual, like. There's a whole costume set of high school stuff. And that has, like, little blurbs as to what the characters are supposed to be in this game. In that, I think Malik is the president. The principal.
So you know how when Malik was introduced, they were like, he's the only character that can go from A arts to B arts without it interrupting his thing.
Yeah.
Hubert can do that too.
Um. No.
Or is it from B arts to A arts?
I think that he can go B arts to A arts without interrupting the
And then
combo.
Malik goes the other way.
No, Malik can do B arts to A arts, and Hubert can't.
But Hubert has the like one of the things that I remember reading about his stuff when he was first introduced was that he had the ability to switch between the two without it interrupting.
No, he can't do Malik's thing. He can go AAB, but if you go from B to A, it just resets the combo. If I understand it properly, Malik can do two A arts. It'll get him to the two part on his chain. Then he can do a B art, and it'll put him to the next, either the third or the fourth, instead of resetting the whole thing. What's up, Poisson? We need to bounce.
Pascal being like, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, okay.
You okay? You okay?
I'm like,
Yeah.
that feels like one, they're making a joke to yokai, but two, that it's a very Canadian thing to say.
It's a speech quirk. She probably says something in Japanese that seems similar, so it fuses two of the yes words. Libreria. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the instructions that we had for how each of them.
That would not be in the library, I don't think.
Where would it be?
System? No. No. Oh, go into your items. I think we should be able to access from there. Then to the books. Find the. Hang on. Go back up to user guide. Do that. Yeah, battle tips. Keep going, you'll find the specific ones. It's better to use your two CCRs before switching to B art. Then you can quick step with no issue. But if you go to the Bladerang basics, or the Long Ranger, I think, actually. Go back up. Hang on, you skipped. The Long Ranger would be. Again, you're skipping. Right under Hubert starts 3. There. He's not much good when surrounded by horses. Okay, go down. You may need to cancel a combo or follow a B art, an A art with a B art, eliminate openings. It is possible for Malik to follow up a B art with an A art.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he could go B to A, but Hubert can go to A to B.
Everybody can go A to B. And there's bonuses for doing A to B, but Malik's the only one who can do a combo and not interrupted by doing B to A. Or Malik's the only one that can do B and then immediately follow it with an A instead of like doing like a slowdown step, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure.
So if I do two A arts and then jump into this, that's why I've never seen. Whoa, that looked really cool.
Oh, that was Dual Blade Dance, I think. That was one of the new ones, I think.
But
Oh, I'm petrified? Yeah. Kooky.
yeah, that's really cool. I do that by doing the two A's and then the one B.
No, it's probably one specific B, actually. You just never used it before?
It's one of the ones that you added in.
Yeah, one of the new ones I gave you, but it wouldn't be something that requires you to do a combo. It just means...
Went up to 12.
Because you're actually doing combos properly now. The enemies here are worth blah 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 blah.
What do you mean I haven't been doing it properly?
Well, if you haven't been getting a lot of CC, the game thinks you're not doing long enough combos. The game also says that like Hubert charges his CC gauge a lot slower. Aw yeah. No escape, the escape gauge comes up. Wait a minute. Whirlwind slash adept title for somebody. I think that's Hubert. Doesn't matter. You're not done there. that's that title quite yet. So you're just gonna be skipping the fights.
I tried to run into it. It ran right
Nah, and then you chase it. Uh huh. Pyrus, why am I getting my butt kicked at the end of this game?
You know what? I'm above level in that, and I'm still dying.
So level up more.
It's so freaking hard to level up.
It's really not. You just think it's tedious. That's different than hard.
Well, I'm also like barely getting any XP from it.
That's not true. You're like what, 3 levels above? That's not that much above. You should be able to level up just fine. Nah, you said you were level 75 or something, and it's supposed to be like a level 68 fight. It's about 7 levels above at max. And considering Dragon Quest 11 is not one of those games where you the level between 98 to 99 and 99 to 98 double.
Pretty bad.
Worse than yours, girly. Hey. Yeah, you just went straight down.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You do it a lot, so I'm guessing just force a habit.
Probably.
You didn't go actually all the way. I don't think at least.
Oh, yeah, I went the wrong way.
That's that is definitely for Sharia. Can't care anymore. It was equipment. A traditional ribbon from eons past, ideal for when you find out he's a total jerk.
Okay.
Yep. Rock on, Sharia. Check the boys too while you're at it.
Check the boys for what?
For their titles. Malik and
What?
you don't.
They don't need to. I've been checking them.
No, you don't need to let to heal us with food.
Look, enter the fight without it being in the red.
Don't get hit.
Oh crap!
Let the girls heal you for a bit.
But I'm the one that. I'm the only close quarter one.
Wrong? Sophie?
And she
Exists?
spends most
Now?
of her time healing.
Because you keep getting hit? I mean, me too. What did I just do? Well, I get to get this really
It
cool
doesn't
move.
help that they keep like stunning me.
Yeah, they got some nasty moves, but like, see, you went from half health to full health in one go. One first aid, and that's like a 2-second cast. That gives us a full heal.
And it injures the other guys.
Yep. About how I can think more seriously about stuff.
Seriously lost. How do I think more seriously about things?
Good. Conveniently, she selected the path with less resistance.
You know what? You don't like my playstyle, so be it. But it's my playstyle.
All I'm saying is that you can't be surprised when you start dying fast.
And I can still not like it or not like the combat.
I'm sure, but that's what the video game is. Oh, I can respect that. But that's the kind of game this is.
Because you like these kind of games.
I'm not the only one. Most games on the market have combat.
I know. But there are still visual novels and puzzle games.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about visual novels. I got beef with those. There is good visual novels. I've only played one apparently so far.
There's a lot out there considering that like my FYP page on TikTok is
No, but see, I get it. Like some people like. Is it okay? I have to say there's a difference between very well liked and good. By the way, and none of them, neither opinion is invalid for the record. Like you can like a visual novel like Danganronpa, which is like mostly held as one of the best out there. No, but it's the one that's the most spoken about when you're talking about like classic visual novel games. Because whether you like to admit it or not, most visual novel games are based off anime, or at least use an anime aesthetic and tropes. So Danganronpa is the shining example for visual novel games out there, mainly because it has a whole like plot-based thing that you don't need to really play video games in, right? Alternatively, Ace Attorney, I guess, but Ace Attorney has like no, Ace Attorney is a visual novel series. But the thing is that visual novels, my beef with it is the way that they write the stories is just constant shoving down the same piece of information down your throat over and over and over and over again, where like in the same chapter you'll get the same scene 5 times because you really need to know that that Digimon is putting you in danger right now. And I can't stand it. I can't. I was not able to do it with Digimon Survive. It was awful. And then most visual novels require you to play them more than one time to get the true ending. No. Why are you smiling when you give me this information, Emerald?
I wonder what it looks
How do you get your hand to twist that way? What's that?
like this.
No, like look at the way her fingers are like curved as well.
Yeah.
No, that's not the shape she has on her fingers. No, she literally has a curve to like her fingers are bent, but still as long as every other finger. and touching. It's it's a quirk on it. Yeah, it's art quirk. You can go. Can we go down there? Okay. Yeah, so that's my beef with visual novel games. And I was tricked into thinking that most visual novel games weren't like that because the first visual novel game I played was Pyre.
But there are visual novel games that aren't like a lot of the ones that I played don't do that.
I don't believe you. I just think you didn't notice. I've been told by a reliable source that actually this is a constant thing with visual novels. And by reliable source, I mean I've played some visual novel games, but like I don't think that I'm the shining example either on that one. And I have had, like, I know Ace Attorney does it. I'm pretty sure Danganronpa does it. Void, who's played a lot more visual novel games than me, has stated that yeah, it's just something you kind of get used to once you play enough visual novel games. Hence why I think you just didn't notice.
Probably because like it instills the information in your head, and so that way when you get asked about it later, or you have something huge coming up, you know what decision to make.
Okay, but like trust your players would be my response to that because like Persona gives you information and you don't need to get it smashed into your head the same way.
I forget the information like 5 minutes later because I'm busy dealing with everything else I'm being bogged down with.
That's a you problem. That's all I have to say to that. All you have to do in a visual novel game is absorb information. You're not doing anything else.
Except not everybody is able to do that, and that's what they're catering to. Is that not everybody is able to absorb information.
So then the skill level is low, which is fine, but it also feels like crap when you already have internalized information after 2 times and you have to sit through the same scene 5 more times.
I mean, I found that they were always similarly written, but not the exact same.
Like, no, oh, okay, if you want to argue, like, what's the word I'm looking for? If you want to argue, like, semantics, obviously they'll be like, oh, there's a different character saying the same thing, but it's the same thing. Like, you're coping with the same scene, like, 5 times, just with different, like, figurines. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not, it doesn't feel good. It's not good writing, either.
I guess for me, it felt more like every character gave me a new piece of information.
But, okay, you're entitled to that opinion, I guess. That's not how it felt to me. Because, like, for the most part, it's just like, oh, you're in this chapter, and they're like, okay, well, now that you're in this chapter, this is happening, and before you can move on, you need to go to, like, 6 areas and have 6 scenes happen. But then when you do the scenes, it's just 6 times the same scene. Cool.
I've already died twice.
Yeah, they hit hard. Okay, I'm back up. And I also hit hard, but...
Same.
And, like, I think that a lot of, like, games that use... that are not full visual novels, but do use more visual novels, like visual novel mechanics, suffer for it more as well, because, like, they'll be doing stuff like mixing the mechanics a little bit, and then eventually using the visual novel as their crutch, the visual novel style storytelling as their crutch to do the storytelling, as opposed to the other mechanics. So, for example, and this is the one I've had the most interactions with, Digimon Survive is a tactical RPG, but it, like, all its storytelling is told through visual novel stuff, and it is absolutely used as a crutch because, like, they just use all the tropes, all the bad tropes from a visual novel thing, and then they just kind of make, like, tactical RPG the secondary thing, which frustrated a lot of people at first because, like, oh, well, what did you expect? It's a tactical RPG. It's supposed to be blah blah, but no, it's not. It's not a tactical RPG first with visual novel elements. It's a visual novel with tactical RPG elements that feel like they were just kind of thrown in there at the last second just to make it a Digimon game.
That might be why I have trouble playing those kind of games. I'm not a huge fan of tactical RPGs. But I like the visual novel aspect. I haven't tried Digimon Survive. Played a couple of the other Digimon games.
I don't recommend playing Digimon Survive. I streamed it. I played it. I tried to enjoy it. I got real mad at the end. Like, they do something that I think is smart, which is when you're playing through it again, you can skip scenes you've already seen.
Yeah. Which is great. I think that's also the thing is that like the one game which isn't a great representation of a visual novel.
It's not the only visual novel game I played though. You guys see a sparkle down there?
What did those stars do again?
They're like small events.
Yeah, I wonder what
I think we can get down to it from over there.
Are you sure? It looks dangerous.
Sharia, Sophie, you two wait here.
Where's Malik?
Shaving, probably.
What's wrong, Sophie? Sophie remembering something.
Apparently. Ugh.
What is it?
I have a tummy ache. Can you carry me to the city?
Why?
Why? Jeez, you must be broken.
One moment. I don't detect any damage.
Then listen when a human tells you to do something. Yo?
She's
She
not
said
designed
no.
to serve people.
Hey, wait, why are you going ahead without me?
I don't know.
You don't know? Sheesh, now I don't even care about my stomach. Wait, I get it. You're testing me, aren't you?
No, she's not designed for this.
Before he died, my dad used to say that a little bribery goes a long way. No way.
Does it?
You're a cheeky humanoid, aren't you? Okay, fine. I'm going to treat you like a human, right? Now, where did I put it?
Human? What is this?
It's my favorite brooch. It'll help you look a little more presentable. Anyway, just take it. See the flowers? It's really cute, right?
Flowers? Cute?
There, I just treated you like a human.
Human.
Ah! I think that's a girl,
Nova
actually.
monster confirmed. Initiating calm.
Well, he's dead.
Yep.
She's dead.
Initiating combat.
Blam!
You okay, Sophie? They made it.
Hey, we found it!
What is it? It's just some old broken brooch. Does it have flowers on it?
Yes, it looks like something a child might wear.
Can you bring it up, please? Can you please bring it up? Like this? It's so cute.
Unlike that watermelon on your head. Do you always wear jewelry you find lying on the ground, or is this a special occasion?
It's a secret.
A secret? Boy, oh boy.
Come on, let's go.
Quest item. It's a girl. It was a girl. Point ball. Stirred from detachment. Teatley.
But yeah, I think it's what I like is I like the RPGs with puzzles attached to them. And like I have to try and figure out the story as I go along, and I need to find certain items to make certain things work. It's frustrating when you forget an item.
I feel like some of the, I feel like the ones I played, they don't have that much like solid puzzles, which is also the more frustrating because you're like dangled in front of you something that could be good, and everything they try to do just falls apart because it's just not that good. Which is why I think John wanted me to play the non-airy games. A lot of it was puzzle stuff mixed with like the visual novel.
They're usually the ones that are puzzle mixed with RPG visual novel are usually really good. I find that visual novel mixed with combat usually leads to a not so great game sometimes.
Pirate.
I'm not counting Pyre. Also, Pyre doesn't really have combat as it has sports.
It's combat.
Sports.
It's combat. Sports is just combat without the death. Like, yeah, it's sports, but like, sports might as well just be combat for the case of making a video game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yo, we're fighting humanoids.
Like, I
And a
remember
golem.
trying dungeon and just being like, I fucking hate that game. And I know you go, you're wrong, but I'm like, I hate it.
No, I say you're wrong if you say it's a bad game. Like it's a great game. You can be. Okay. I do give you the. How do you feel being wrong? But like in all due like honesty, there's no reason to force you or say you're wrong about an opinion regarding a video game. It's just it's a really solid game. It's just a shame you don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I find it like I don't make any progress on those games. Like I feel like there's no progress. I feel like there's nothing happening.
Yeah, I can understand that. That is the weakness of a roguelike, which is why Gungeon's kind of like more on the roguelite. It's definitely heavier on rogue elements than like Hades,
Yeah.
but you through deaths you can come back and get a little bit like better stuff, right? So
True. And I mean, like I liked Hades to a point, and then I just stopped playing at some point. I think I was doing it on stream, and then
up there,
what?
what you do?
What?
Right there.
Oh,
Hmm.
still not giving me my next day art.
You have a new A art, but not a B art. Well, you're not gonna get a Mystic art down there, but yeah, you're getting a new A art. I'm fine.
I know, but I'm gonna. This is your new one.
Mm-hmm. Nothing actually new there. Nurse is really good, actually. Oh wait, what's that? What's her costume-ish? Not really costume. Okay, nothing new. Ooh, Abyssal Seal sounds pretty hardcore. Malik, 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 Malik.
Sorry, I'm taking a look at everything on this. I want to find the other costumes that I got a few days ago.
You need to change Malik's title.
What? No, he wasn't at five yet.
Wrong.
Oh, both him and Asbel are at five. I was like looking at it, I just didn't notice. I'm like, yeah, just let me look at all this new stuff, and then I'll put like, it'll be fine. They're not ready for that yet. Wrong.
The life he thought he once lost has been inside him this whole time.
Sophie's gonna level up soon. Title wise. But yeah, I find with the exception of like,
I think that's for Hubert, yeah.
with the exception of a few things here and there,
No. Yes.
of like
The check button? Read, yeah. See how weird her fingers twitch?
there we go. It's like
No.
it's like doing something like this.
But no. Because her thumb's out and her hand's touching the gem in her chest. And her fingers are all touching it. And I think her arm's like, it's weird. It's too, it's too riche for me.
Um,
Hmm. I don't know what you're supposed to do here. I don't remember. Okay, push that thing all the way to the right, I guess. Yeah.
but yeah, I find that visual novels, with the exception of a few specific brands mixed with combat, are good. But that's my personal experience. Because I find that they put the combat first.
If only they put the combat first. No.
I have not gotten to do a single one of those in a really long time.
It just feels like you have been trying though.
Well, I try to let it build up so that way we can do.
Well, when we start at 1, we won't get to 3, I don't think. Not without extending it. What are these things called? Equatoid? Okay. Ow? There we go, get him. Weird bow things. What? Excuse me with the teleports. We did it! When in doubt, use the giant elevator.
But yeah, I find that to me is that unless it's a good story, I don't enjoy the game. And sometimes it's just not a story I enjoy. I know we have very, very different games that we like. Very few of them.
I mean, there's some overlap,
Some
right? So.
overlap.
I missed everybody. What are you supposed to be called? Veritoid, okay. Ow, ow. Edge of the Void! We're rocking, let's go. Someone who's so powerful they can shoot good. She's so smart, actually, but.
I wonder if Pascal actually thinks that's true.
I think Pascal has never heard the word airhead. Either has never heard it used, so she's just trying to figure it out.
Probably.
Or someone lied to her and told her this. The aspect of maybe she's just BSing Sophie is also possible, but I feel like maybe no. Grin Selfie actually has a sword, that's wild. Oh, that's in gun mode. What things?
Her gauntlets.
No. Those are the platinum gauntlets.
No, she shouldn't have platinum.
She does. She does.
Mithril.
Mithril. Those. That's what I meant. Yeah. Titles. Sophie's titles also changed. Oh, she got a bunch of new ones. Back to maker. Okay. Let's go, go, go. Enter, enter. Youpie, youpie. So we're gonna want to go see the other side first, I think. Oh, that's a weird one. Love that I could just pull an enemy to me because YOLO. Hey, Liam! It's the Liam Meister. What did I just do? Oh, inflame, right. Erupt. I'm alright. We're talking about how Ada really likes visual novels, but I have beef with them.
I don't like combat heavy games unless like I'm in a I'm going to slaughter everything mood. Which like isn't always apparent.
Just push them all, I guess? Oh, you can only move up and down, huh? What? I'm confused. How are we supposed to move that? What kind of visual novels? Well, I've said most of them because the ones I've played are the only one I've really liked is Pyre. Though I think Ace Attorney counts as a visual novel, and I've only played the first one. It wasn't bad, but it was definitely like not the full version. So, and I feel like it might get old fast. Ada has mentioned none specifically by name.
No, because most of the names are names I can't actually pronounce.
Doki Doki's a visual
Yes,
novel.
it is, and Doki Doki scares the crap out of me because a certain someone ended up in my chat, and I wanted to murder someone.
But see, I feel bad because like Doki Doki is a really good example of what you could do with a visual novel,
Really is.
story wise, and they respect their player enough to like not explain everything 300 million times. But Doki Doki's also not an example. Yeah, it kind of needs to have a lot of choices in
Yeah.
your activity. Can you? What are you doing here, big guy? You're not getting my food. Go lie down.
Hi you. Hi you. Still haven't played that one. Most of the ones.
Scarlet Hollow.
Most
Okay.
of the ones that I play, I can't actually pronounce the names.
I've heard. Hey, we could just walk. Oh, because we moved the whole block. Okay, I get it. I have heard that dating sims use the visual novel formula a lot.
Yes, they do.
It's the horror one I've talked to you about many times. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of dating sims use it. I've played a couple of dating sims, but I've also played a couple where they're like, the visual novel aspect is primarily, but it's
Well, I mean, like this might be a hot take, but I think that no one's going into a dating sim game with the expectations of like a class S story and perfect writing, right?
no.
It's definitely usually fluff, which is again, it's a media's type that is absolutely respectable, um, but it probably is also going to fall into the pitfalls of like all the visual novel tropes.
Well, yeah, you get like your tropey women or guys, and they are the people that you're always like. You pick what personality style, like more often than not, if you go into these games, and while they're all very different, they're always after a very specific. Like you're usually after a personality style that's similar. I tend to like if I do play any games, which I haven't done in a long time. I play the ones that are like.
It's always the same cliches of people not communicating with. Yeah, you're
Oh
right. You're right. You're
yeah.
right.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
where's the lie?
Well, like that's the bonus of those kind of stories.
No, those are frustrating cliches. What do you mean? Oh, let me just write a book, and then the entire plot is like based around the fact that like the guy didn't listen to the woman one time, and now they're at war with each other, and they hate each other for 2 novels. I hate that. It's not good. It's awful.
And then when they do it, so satisfying.
How do you not get so annoyed with that? Like, not.
So satisfying when they finally communicate.
You are an impressive woman, Ada, because everyone else I've heard talk about that kind of trope is just like make it stop writing it into books. It's awful. It's oh. Oh, Sarah J. Mass. I'm looking at you.
The misunderstanding trope is something that I've always like eight.
Well, you're not in bed, are you? Sorry.
At one point, it used to frustrate me, but then like over time, I've just come to enjoy it.
You. Couldn't be me. Absolutely never.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who talk like
Copper, get your freaking nose off the counter.
who aren't talking where they talk around the top, beat around the bush. They're not direct. You're very direct. So it does not.
It's not a me thing. It's a. Oh, I'm. Example given, okay? Because we're talking about. I mentioned. What's Liam saying? I have it with the whole third act. Okay, hold up. I hate it when the whole third act is a misunderstanding or lie reveal. Oh, for sure. It's the bottom of the garbage bin cliche that Hollywood uses to make garbo movies. It even taints good movies because of how common. Right? So, example given reading, I think it was Throne of Glass, where like, oh, main character's in love with the prince, and the prince is in love with her, but now he thinks that she's gonna kill him, and so now the second and third books they're separate and they're at war with each other. It's the dumbest thing. It's dragged on for no reason because all she had to do was say, "No, I'm trying to kill your dad, who you both hate. You're both aware that you hate him." And now she's gone and boned another dude because she thinks that they both hate each other. It's so stupid. And you're supposed to care about it. And I don't care about it. I'm mad because it's bad writing. That was example given. I read Throne of Glass in the next two books, and when it didn't advance the plot, I said I'm done with this series. And then I read A Court of Thorn and Roses, and I never finished the book because it was going the same way, and I was like, I can't. I'm not doing this.
Okay.
It is not happening.
I think for me, I know when it's good and when it's bad, and when it's done good.
Never.
Fake green comics do really well.
No, you just like it. There's a difference.
I get so frustrated, but then when they finally clear up the misunderstanding, this is so fucking satisfying. That they finally fucking cleared it up.
If it was okay, if it was tome one or a single tome novel, for example, Serpent and the Dove. If the story could have been contained in one book, and here's what I mean: if it's tome one or if it's just a single tome story, they get into a misunderstanding in the beginning. It gets cleared up by the end. Okay. That's infuriating, but acceptable. You know why? Because I don't have to shell out another $25 to $30 on tome 2 and 3 just to get to this issue being done.
I thought you said tone. Yeah, well, like what I liked was that with Serpent and Dove, that is that the first book is like it's not even a misunderstanding. It's legit just her being like, I have to conceal who I am in order to survive because I am now like heavily deep in this group that wants me dead. And by the end,
The whole story is obvious. Yeah, well, like I said, if you're like, and that's a, don't mean to interrupt you.
but like for that, they clear that up halfway through the book. But then it's like I don't know how to deal with this. How do I handle my fate? Like I am betraying my faith, but like I'm in love with this woman. She's not as bad as I thought them to be.
I'm not gonna pretend that Serpent and Dove wasn't its own cliche like story set, but like.
Oh, it was a cliche for sure, but it was.
I can't hear any of Ada's arguments, but I know they're wrong. Dude.
With Serpent and Dove, it's definitely like its own cliche, but it's done in a way where it's well done, and it's not. It's done like it's a cliche, and it's something that I've seen before, but it's done in a way where I'm like, hey, this is sort of different, but at the same time, like I'm actually intrigued in the world that she built.
Well, here's the thing, and with Serpent and Dove, it's a romance novel. It's meant to be. It's doing what it is, right? Okay. Oh, and Liam, she's not arguing for anything. She's just saying she likes certain things, and that's a whole thing of opinion. So, with Serpent and Dove, they're doing the thing. It's a romance novel. You're going into it knowing it's a romance novel. You're aware of like the world is like secondary to the relationship between the main character and her love interest, right? That's the important part of Serpent and the Dove. It is meant for you to get off on their relationship. When you're reading something like, and it's the worst offender I can come up with is Sarah J. Maas because she does this all the time, where it's a whole fantasy series revolving around the Fae 90% of the time with her. 100% of the time with her, actually. And it's like, it ends up being this, like, 7-book series, but they use all the awful, like, romance tropes because she likes to frame it as, I'm rewriting a fairy tale.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the rewrites of fairy tales.
So she's taking a fairy tale that she's then, like, changing around. It's not even grimdarking it or whatever. She's just changing it around, retelling it in a different way, which has an appeal to a lot of readers.
Worse is,
but
it's not even a grim retelling because Grimm is the original stories.
No, when I mean like grim is, but she's not like making it darker. She's not like that's not the whole point of it. She never pretends it is. She does, however, tell you that you're going into this expansive fantasy world. Her stories are lauded as like these big things. Oh, you just finished a big thing like J.K. Turfling series back in the day. You want to move on to something else? Then you get to read this. It's great, and you're faced with not at all the same kind of content because you're being promised these things, and it's a romance anime wearing a different costume. And it's like, oh, so like, she's the worst offender because her synopsises and her promises to her readers are so different than what she actually delivers, and it's just over and over the same thing. Like,
Understandable.
ugh. And like, I'm a man getting upset about this. I know it's not tailored to me, but like, dog.
Yeah, like I know,
Oh yeah, Blood Flame, get him.
like back to the visual novel kind of aspect of all of it. It's like I feel like there's ways to do cliche right where it's like it's not gonna be obvious or it like it is obvious but it's still tasteful.
I feel like there's a difference between cliche and trope, and cliche is where it's always bad. Because if you're using a trope, you're just using a well-known like concept that people know and recognize by seeing it, right? It's a pattern people can automatically identify. If you're doing cliche, it's because you're leaning into the thing and you're barely writing something new. You're just doing the thing the way it's always been done. And that's not good because oh hey. All you're doing is oh hey. All you're doing is taking someone else's work and making its own
How
thing.
the fuck do you know that? How
What?
the fuck does he know that the wall on the other side moved?
You saw
We
it.
did. He's on the other side of the fucking wall.
It's assumed that he looked out the window, the door.
Window.
The door. An anime pack that he recommends me an anime to watch, and I recommend one.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of like our show thing.
The romance anime. He would constantly recommend romance anime, and you'd hate it. Yeah, that's a mood.
And there's good romance animes and there's bad ones.
Yeah, but if you're not there, like if you don't like romance anime, and your friend keeps suggesting romance anime, some of the worst shows I've ever seen. Jeez, F.
And there's definitely some romance animes that I'm like, why the fuck? Oh,
Ada has successfully surprised me with. It's not an anime, but we do recommend each other shows every now and then. I think our first choices were solid. Like I recommended. That was my first one. I thought it was JoJo's.
Oh yeah, no. It was no. We did them both at the same time.
Yeah, so Ada was like, "Hey, you watch one thing and I'll watch JoJo's," and I'm like, "Okay, so what thing do you want me to watch?" Or I don't remember who suggested it first. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You did? Okay. So I'm like, "Let's watch JoJo's," and we sat down and we watched JoJo's, and eventually she's like, "Okay, but you gotta watch like
Try.
try
What happened?
Netflix's Troll Hunters."
We were sitting on the bus. And
We don't need the specifics.
like we were sitting there and we were like, okay, well I'm like, well you should really watch this, and you're like, well you should watch this, and I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't like the art style of JoJo's. I really don't like the art
Oh,
style.
the most shallow reson not to watch
I hate the art
JoJo's.
style, and if I do not like the art style, I typically don't end up liking the story either.
A guy's hand becomes a girl.
So I said,
No.
okay, I will watch it if you
Curse.
watch Voltron.
Mm,
And then you said, okay.
That's
and
correct.
then I went, you know what? You want me to watch Yu-Gi-Oh? You watch Troll Hunters.
So the meme is here's the weird part. It was like watch this, and I was like, okay, but I want to watch JoJo's with you. And Ada was like, okay, so we watched JoJo's, and I'm like, so are we watching Voltron together? She's like, no, I don't want to watch it again. I'm like,
Well, no.
why are you recommending me something that you don't want to watch twice? I'm crying.
See, I have this bad habit of spoiling shit.
Cult romance anime. I do not understand how people like know the characters are likable. Nice. Discovery.
Why does that sound familiar?
His and Her Circumstances. The name of the anime.
Which one?
Military insignia. His and Her Circumstances.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I have seen. I think I've seen that one.
It is called the Bathos. What is it? Citadel?
Yeah. Bathos Citadel. It's a military station. I've seen that one. It's not that great.
It sounds like it's awful.
There's better ones out there.
I was watching Tokyo Ravens.
I started Tokyo Ravens, and I gave up like after a couple
It's a
episodes.
really short anime, so I don't have to worry about it.
I also started Tokyo Ghoul, and I dropped both because I started them at the same time, and I got bored of both of them, so I dropped them. No.
Tokyo Ghoul suffers from the fact that it just can't get out of its own way. I think like it's good, but the story would have been perfect to end after season 2.
Hmm. It's probably because there's so many books.
Oh, my sister was reading them and she was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." It's creepy as hell because it's Tokyo Ghoul, but Tokyo Ghoul season 1's great, yeah, and then season 2 kind of loses the plot a bit, but still really solid. This is just weird.
Oh my god.
Something seems to have moved up above the wall. Wait, yeah, move that left.
Move this one.
At all? Because you tried to move it right and it didn't move. Wow,
It's
okay.
not
Move it one more. Move the other one more to the right then. No.
Damn it. You said move it to
Why
the
did you?
right.
Why did you move that
Way
one?
is the other one.
No, it's not.
Because I can't access this.
Then do that. Jeez, Ada. No, that's
I'm
left.
not doing my rights and lefts, okay?
It's written. It says right on screen. What do you mean?
Which direction it's gonna go. I always think it's the other way.
I said move it to the right. And you moved the other one to the right. You said move it to the. I can't.
I'm not good at my rights and lefts, okay?
It's not a question of being good at your rights and left. It's a question of listening or reading.
Backwards all the time. I thought I was sending it in the right direction.
No, I said move it to the right. You moved the wrong one to the right. You're like, oops. And you moved it to the left. You moved it back where you needed to. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to move it. And it says to the right on screen. And you moved it to the left. That's not because you got it wrong.
No, I did get it wrong.
Wrong, right, wrong.
I thought I was sending it to the right.
The Tokyo Ghoul keeps the exact block. Okay.
I was like, oh, I need to send it in the opposite direction of the block that I just moved. I just moved the block that I had to the right, to the right, so I need to move it to the left.
No, you moved the other one to the left.
Yeah, but I thought I moved the other one to the left, to the right.
It says right on screen. I'm dying. Go open the chat. Open the chat. Well, how do you choose which direction to pick then, Ada?
I go, okay, it goes this way, and then I forget about it. Okay, you know that thing that I talked about in D&D where I forget things a couple minutes later? I'm not
No.
joking.
No. No.
I legit forget shit.
Wait, how are you gonna? Is it no? Don't move that down. I think you wanna. How do you move to there?
I have to try and get there, but I don't know how.
Was there actually an exit in the other room that we didn't notice? Reading the text explains the.
Look, it doesn't always work that way for me, okay?
There's an exit. There you go. No, I think you're getting confused in what.
Like, I seriously thought that I was like, I need to move in the opposite direction. I moved it to the right, so therefore I need to move it to the left.
So that makes sense to a certain extent, but.
I am sorry, my brain doesn't work like logical.
I'm not asking you to be. It has nothing to do with logical versus emotional, Ada. It's just brain confusion.
Which I get a lot.
Hey, you don't need to like randomly make an excuse about it. Just. I get that you got it confused because it makes sense that you looked at left and then moved. It's that you forgot about it. It's kind of extraordinary, but.
I really did. I do that a lot. Like, I walk into a room and I'm like, I have no idea why I walked into this room. What am I?
Ada's got the worst sim player.
That's why it's joke online of like I walk into another room and I forget what I was here for. What was I here for again?
But that's because everybody does it.
Yeah, but some people do it to an extreme, and I'm one of those people. I will walk.
It's an ADHD trait, right?
I will walk from here, go into.
Ooh, Sherry got Nurse. One of the best healing spells in the
I
game.
will walk from like right here to the fridge door and be like, why am I at the fridge door again?
You know how the Pixie Circle works, and then it was Fairy Circle, and then it was Healing Circle? Well, so Nurse is just everybody.
I feel like this is the correct way to go, and I want to go the other way.
I want to know why the blocks are moving.
Right.
Oh, this is connected to the bottom side, eh? Whoop whoop.
Does this have to do with that platform that we saw earlier?
Which one?
The one when we first saw it moving stuff around.
That doesn't look like it can move anywhere. Oh, maybe if you move that one.
Yeah.
So I think you gotta move that one to the right. And then you can move the other one up.
Or I could just do that and make it accessible to all three doors.
Yeah, okay. Fifth floor.
Yeah, both of them are fifth floor. I just don't know which one goes where.
Honestly, I remember this dungeon, but not the ways to go. I was confused when we walked into the research lab, and it wasn't this.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Ah, I clicked wrong things.
You know, why are you hitting the triangle button in combat?
I'm trying to hit the circle. That's another thing. I get the square and the circle mixed up all the time.
Okay, but square.
You think I'm looking at it?
No, 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 no. Then there's circle on the other side, right? So if you got those two mixed up, I can get it. That makes sense. But the triangle button?
No, that's just me trying to click this one and my finger going up too high.
Oh wait,
I do it all the time.
you're a fantastic woman to be around. Never, ever not surprised.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
It's just a bit. It's teasing. Come to me, Veritoid. Yo, we got level 2. We about to get level... Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't believe you waste my level 2 with your level 1 trash, Sophie. Get out of here. This is what we get for fixing you and coming to another planet for all that. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend reviving her. 12 or 10.
Yeah, have you
The
ever
banana
noticed
pie.
that I'm like constantly looking through my character sheet?
No?
I am constantly looking through my character sheet because I remember nothing about my character except for their background and their personality. Any of their abilities,
That's something.
any of their weapons, any of that, don't know it. I have to
Don't know
constantly
it.
look at it and go over what I could potentially do. And
See,
even
this is
after-
why you struggle with, like, combat games. You don't remember the steps you usually take.
Yeah, even if I plan what I'm gonna do, or like I have to suddenly change what I'm doing, I sit there and I'm like, what the fuck did I decide to do? And then I change.
You decided to die, apparently.
And then I change what my combat plan is because I don't remember what it was.
Look at them, they're both reviving you. What are we gonna do? You know what's rad about getting revived twice in this game? Revival spell will still allow you to heal from the revival spell instead of just being wasted.
I've done that a couple of times now.
Yeah.
Where they're both reviving me and they both do it.
And I think the reason is because this is an action RPG, so like instead of like turn-based where like you have to like carefully pick out each move every time you pick a move, in this game, woo baby. In this game, it's like these games are action RPGs, so they could accidentally AI will do this often. Your mom's house? It looks so high tech, and it's it's past tech.
How much you want to bet that it will work on a Finia?
Finia's like super low, but like behind on. I don't know if it's an actual key or if it's crafting material though.
It'd be hilarious if it was.
We'd have to look in the Enclave or one of the other dungeons.
Yeah.
Either way, skits with our girl.
Well, as soon as I read, it's gotta fit somewhere, right? I'm like, that's Pascal.
That's a king. Turns out it's just a dildo. Hmm. I don't know about that one. Wait, I just learned something? What? Oh. Oh crap. Yeah, go into my hearts. I thought I already had that. Cool. Replace Fearful Storm with Grin Sylphie.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that on the thing that you were getting. I was like,
Well, so I thought that Grim Sylphie was Fearful Storm, but I guess not. Oh, I feel like that's the dungeon over there. The dungeon end. Move that one fully left, maybe? The bridge is trying to go in a specific direction?
both frozen in place. It's to lock them in place.
Hmm.
So I was right to go this way first.
Wasn't this...
No, we didn't start here. I would have had to backtrack all the way. We started down there.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying, like, isn't this the right way to go?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like no.
Aye, aye, aye. There are no maps, there's only Donna.
Yeah. Oh, I can't go that way, but I can go this way.
You can go down there. Hello. Emerald weapon? Is that what that's called? Oh my. Oh my god, I can't believe we've been fighting a Final Fantasy VII super boss this entire time. Well, I guess that answers that question. Asbel clapped Cloud. Take that, Death Battle. What are you gonna do? I can hear all the Final Fantasy VII fanboys just getting mad in my chat. Yeah, right, I don't have any people in my chat.
Yeah, I think Liam left.
No, I mean, no, that's not what I meant. I think he's still there, according to... Well, he might be lurking, but...
I'm also on it, so I'm one of those viewers.
I'm just thinking no one's gonna defend Cloud with their lives in my chat today.
So we gotta do something to open that up.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Maybe we can push the thing through the gate?
Why?
Because maybe it'll push some of the floor into place.
There's nothing to push into. Oh wait, there's a floor there.
That's what I was saying, yeah? Yeah, I can do it again. Yeah, I can do it again. Yeah! One more time? Boop! Okay. Doesn't look like it moved anything, though.
No, it doesn't. But we have some.
Maybe move the rest of the things a little bit? I don't know. Nothing else moves sideways.
Yeah.
Maybe something on the bottom
Yeah.
floor?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay, I see. They just connect. I do want to see Grim Sylvie, though. Sweet! 2, 3, 4! Oh, it's just a bigger version of Fearful Storm. I'm down. Okay, let's go. Okay. Can you take that watermelon off
No.
your head?
No. She
Didn't
gets to
think so.
wear her punishment.
It's not. She didn't do anything
She's
to
a bad
deserve it.
character.
That's not her fault.
Too bad.
This feels like bullying, Ada. Why isn't Asbel wearing a
Because I
punishment?
don't
Hmm.
have a punishment to give him.
That's not true.
We don't have anything else to put on him.
You can just put the the watermelon on him too.
No, it'll take it off her.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think so.
tried it. It took it off her. So I put it back on her.
I hope you don't, Hubert.
You will, because I'm playing.
But you're not disgracing yourself. It is disgracing you. Or not. Gamer fuel.
It's interesting, like where we get our crossovers and genres that we like, but then we're also very different in what we like.
Well, that's because you don't look at games critically. I don't know what to tell you. No, that's not true. I should say your critical assessment of a video game does not affect your enjoyment
Yeah.
of it. And in most cases, mine not so much, but the context in which I played Digimon Survive was during a stream, which I tend to try and look at games a little more critically in that case. Not to take enjoyment away from myself, but because it feels like it's at least a conversational point.
Yeah.
And it's also a better way to explain why I'm frustrated with some games than just going like, wow, this sucks, and then ranting at the developers, because I've seen people do that, and it is left less than unimpressive.
Yeah, I know for me, like, my viewers when I was streaming enjoyed watching me play horror games. And I'm like, look, guys, I have to take a break. I can't play any more horror games. Like, I am terrified. And that's not going away.
Woo, salmon rice
Like,
ball, baby.
I was having nightmares when I, like, between Omari and
Mari's not that
between
bad.
that one when they're wearing in the real world and Doki Doki combined together, I was no.
I don't know. I feel like Doki Doki's horror is potent, but not. I'm gonna be afraid of it once I get off the
She
game.
was in my
Potent.
chat.
Yeah, but
She
then
was
the game
talking to
stops
me.
and she's gone. Like once you turn off the game, she's no longer in your chat and she's not in your Discord server.
And she was still there, and then I booted it back up. She didn't go away until like I completed the story, and then she went away.
Nah, but once you're done the game, she's done. You know. Where do we? Okay, we're back here.
No, thank you. I was hoping this would lead me somewhere else.
No, but this just means we have a quick way to get to point A and point B. Ad break. Nah, I didn't feel that bad about Doki Doki. Omori's got some bangers for its fear factor. I will give it that, but it's not what I would call go to bed afraid.
It had some things that I was already pretty terrified, and the visualification of it did not help.
I guess.
But that's me. That's how I got to it. I was like, I need a legitimate break. But like, I don't like horror.
I'm trying to like. So I don't think I like horror either, but I'm trying to like figure out why when I like played Omori, I didn't take away like lingering issues. When I do stuff like listen to the Magnus Archives podcast, I can't shake the feeling of being afraid in certain situations. When I was playing Little Nightmares, I don't get spooked. I got spooked longer too, cause like like Little Nightmares has mannequins and stuff, and that just. Bleh.
So see, I had the opposite reaction between Omari and Magnus. Is I was.
That's for.
I need to get
That's
around.
equipment for. Well, we were already there on the other side. We need to push the stuff into position.
It's in position right now. I moved around to be in position for that.
Currently, there's no way from any point to get to the save point. At all. Equip, equip Malik with the debonair dandy. I'm begging.
So yeah, for like Magnus Archives, it didn't creep me out at all. Like I didn't walk away from it being creeped out.
Yeah, we'll listen to the right episodes.
I
Then.
fell asleep listening to the episodes.
I haven't listened to the right episodes. There's something for everybody in the Magnus
There
Archives.
really is. But yeah, so like I fell asleep listening to Magnus Archives, and he was like, "What the fuck? How did you do that?"
I ended up doing something like that similar as well. Well, like, it depends on the episode. At the point where I'm at, they're a little different. That.
Just backtrack to here.
Move it to the right, can you? No, no, no. The blue one. Can the blue one move more? Huh?
No, but like I just backtracked to here, and that's not what I was wanting to do.
No, but that one moves something above, so that does move the platform that we're looking to move.
Does it?
Pretty sure. Because the first time we moved it, it said something above us moved.
No, that was a different room.
Nope, it was that one. Wait, it was, but it's not the right platform I'm thinking of, because there's no save point there.
Yeah, no. That platform you were like, hey, this might stop it because it was spinning, and both things
Yeah.
shut down after I moved them into the right spot.
No, that's good.
No, it needs to go the other way.
Why?
Because that's how the thing pops out.
Okay.
One more should do it. There we go.
Ah.
I was trying to get back to where like we had the truth between them. There's still. Oh, I can enter through here.
Yeah.
I was trying to get back to the point where we.
There we go.
Oh yay!
No. Need to move another block. Somehow. The black ones won't be able to move.
Needs to move over one more, and I don't.
That blue one down there, maybe?
Maybe. This one?
No.
This is the blue one you were seeing.
No. Okay, go back. If you go to go to that, and you go around to the room under where we were before. It's like go up there.
This one?
Yeah. Then you'll go to the right. I believe that's the block you want to move. Try either. Yeah, there you go. One more time.
I would not have figured this out on my own.
That's the one that. This is the one I was thinking of. The one that said, "Oh, something moved above us."
Oh, okay. No, but I didn't touch that one.
Yeah, we moved it once.
I didn't think I touched it.
Once or twice, we moved it around a little bit. Just a smidge. Save. If anyone can do it, I can learn to do it. Again.
Oh, we never did the first. We never finished the first.
That's correct.
Larry.
We never were able to go back to Strata.
That specific area.
She's having too many moral quandaries. But we didn't fight again. You know what that means? Save point
Area switch.
or boss fight.
This game hasn't been boss fights. It's all been area switches.
What? There's literally a save point before every boss.
You made a point of being like it's like I made a joke about that.
Yes, there's a save point at every area switch, and there's not recovery items before every boss.
Mallet.
But generally, there is a boss fight. Look out.
She already started reacting. Why do I feel like that's going to be a mechanic?
Centroid and Vertoid. I believe the Centroid is the boss, yeah. So let's get rid of the small ones first. At least they don't give us status effects.
How do you switch it around again?
That's the button, there you go.
Yeah, but you said that there's a way to quick change it.
Oh, just tap it.
But I did that and it wasn't working.
It goes to the closest enemy. I can't believe I missed because I was too close. You missed! He was 3 feet in front of you! Max output, baby, no! You having fun fighting the air there, Hubert?
Yeah, his combo launched off before I could get closer.
Okay, we got one of them.
I barely made a dent in this thing.
It's fine, it's got 50,000 HP almost. At 49 something? No, for 45,000. Just trying to kill this one, I've been fighting alone for a while. There you go. If I do... Not what I wanted. Nice, here we go.
Oh, that's the boss. I thought I was fighting one of the underlings. That's what I was after.
Where's my blood flame spell? Come on. That's it, here we go. I did look at his freaking weaknesses. Let's go. Oh, again? I don't want this. I don't think it has a burst mystic card, but I'm not gonna chance it. I do believe it would have already cast it. It said, you want a combo? I'm in. Here we go. Nice. Can I do the stand power? No, someone's gonna yank it, isn't they? Oh, I got it. It was 2. Whoops. It's better than a level 1 Sophie, by the way, but I really wish we could have gotten Blood Flame there. I was just nervous I'd get it yoinked. Don't do it. It ran right into that. I love that. Okay. We could just focus on the enemies, the small ones, because the main boss was already dead.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I think the girls killed it while we were focusing on the small one.
Jeez. Well, for a little while, I was on the main boss instead of the small ones.
Oh yeah, no, with the Sapphiring squad I pulled off, reduced it to like almost 9 HP left. Can you guess what else is made of Darasaur?
Freaking Pascal in the background. Oh,
She's got an idea. It literally reacted to Sophie's powers. Also, that's like 3 huge chunks of ferrous ore.
She's like, I am already doing this.
Like, I just want to point out that if that Darius ore that we have here is refined, that is 3 massive chunks.
Another attack and Pascal's just doing her thing.
That's refined ore. That's enough to like make a whole
And there's
armor
like
set.
what? One, two, three,
There's
four,
2 more.
5, 6 of them.
I see
There's
4 on
three.
screen.
Yeah, there's 4 on screen, but I remember in the corner there was like at least
No attack. It's just Pascal being wild again. The thing we need done. While they were talking about it, Emerald was like, "What do I do?"
Legit, she's talking. They're the focus of the scene. Pascal's in the background, and she's all I can focus on because I'm like, she's doing something.
Star. When did she watch Billy Mays? Willie Mays?
Here, Captain, try this ring on. Oh my god, that is so cute!
Oh my god, Sherry, you're killing me. What did you think it was gonna be?
I know, but it's still really cute. No, I knew as soon as she was like, I wish we had powers too, and both of them were like, I'm kind of jealous. I knew she was gonna do something.
I'm not super jealous. And players are like, the countdown starts now.
I'm like, I'm not super jealous. I'm kind of jealous, but not really. And then Malik just like, I agree. I love how Rod's sitting there. She's like, this. She's a worthy descendant indeed.
Emerald's like, whoa. I didn't know that was that's possible. No way.
She's going like, I'm not seeing the material here. I'm not seeing the material. We're gonna have to make the material ourselves. And Pascal has already gone like, oh, I know exactly where it is.
It reacts to Sophie?
She didn't even
surprised no one else
say
like
it
clued in.
reacts to Sophie. She said it's lambda resistant material. And she put 2 and 2 together because Sophie was created to destroy lambda, so it makes sense that she was created of that material.
So we go back to Telos S2.
Except it's not one person. There's like 4 to 5 of them sitting in the shuttle bay.
Well, none of the humanoids here are gonna help us.
Yeah, but she ordered.
Darius Rings. Darius Bit.
Emerald ordered the humanoids to do that.
Everybody got a butt ton of titles. That's probably gonna have a Mystic Heart. Yep, Tempest Arrow.
I think I got that one earlier.
What ability is that? Enlightened Gunner. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you weren't joking.
Trailblazer. Gald Saber is nothing new. You got that a couple fights ago. Probably got that even earlier.
So these are probably things that I didn't get. Yeah, because it looked like
Yeah.
there was one title per person.
Yep. Enlightened Shot Staffer. No Mystic Art, but that's normal for Pascal. Divine Saber. Level 2 Mystic Art and Phoenicia Soul.
We already saw that one. This one's new.
Yep.
And this one's new.
Yes, but that's because she fought with Hubert a couple times. Sophie has an ability, a title for each character other than her. Sparrow Seal is not. And then that should be his level 2 Mystic Art. No, he's already got that, so.
Yeah. It was
Blade
literally
Ranger.
just me and Sophie that were missing our level 2s.
But it's a one-way trip. We're heading to Foldra. Falconus. How can you say Finnia is perfect when a third of the country doesn't have enough heat to survive? Like a third of the
Yeah.
world.
But it's perfect compared to this world.
That's like saying it's perfect compared to
Yeah.
poop. Excuse me, why would I do that? What does he gain by doing that? Hmm? Emerald. Cool. Cool. Dun dun dun. He becomes ex Richard. Planet size lambda. That sounds pretty bad.
I wonder if we can bring this world back. I asked a
uh,
logical question.
yeah, and all I have to say is spoilers. Technically, if they manage to make like
I figured that with such an advanced race, I guess is a way to think about it, with their technology, they would have found a way to create artificial Alice.
I believe that's what the Krias are, like the
So
Valkanus,
then why don't they have any on this planet?
because it's not really. I don't.
Maybe the Krias were created so that way they could have Aleph jump from the one planet to the other.
I think that the Krias are a way for the. They explained that they were like the Valkanus Krias are the ways that Elith is propagated. It was created by the Amarthians, but I don't think that they create Elith that isn't there. I think that it takes Elith that and then begins to recycle it, kind of.
Well, that's why I was like, well, is there a way to create artificial because they're out of Earth because of what Lambda did? So is there a way to
Um,
artificially create it?
from a thematic standpoint, I believe that that would defy what the story's trying to do, and like a lot of the Tales games revolve around the fact that like we have to take care of the planet we're on, in a way, and it's not like always the main theme, but it remains a theme that is present in the way that these creators and these writers have created the world that we're playing on. So like if they were capable of creating artificial Elith, there would be no crisis regarding like all the things that have happened so far, and it would not be a problem to just mess up the planet. Lambda wouldn't be an issue. We could just create Elith, right?
Yeah, but then like he could make it so that way, like another issue could be is that like they might have found that solution, but then he came and absorbed all of that and just kept destroying their means of having that working.
But that's not what happened. They could have written it that way, but I think it defies the point that like I think that from a writer standpoint and then like a thematic standpoint, they're trying to make it so that when you're playing this game, you're supposed to come away with a certain sense of like an allegory to how our real world is dealing with this environment as well and its resources. Like it's an interesting phenomenon because like in the universe, it doesn't feel like it feels like they could have just written that story in, but they didn't, right? And I don't think it's exactly the same story all the time, every time in the Tales games, but like it is a recurring theme is like respect the nature you're on. That's usually where the good guys stand.
I get bored of that after a while.
I'm well, so like it's not the main theme, right? You can tell in this game it's just a side theme. It's just I can make an educated guess on where I think that might come from, but I'm not. What are these things called? Progenitor wyverns, of course. But I feel like it's a side effect of like how Japan has been forced to deal with like environmental crises since the Second World War due to the nuclear bombs and artificial energy stuff like that. Particularly, what comes to mind is the Kyoto Accord, which is another environmental thing where they need to protect the environment around
Well, and
Kyoto,
this game
Japan.
also came out in like a large time when everybody was talking about climate change, and it was a big like it was still like new like front page topic.
No, it's still a front page topic. Is the thing. It never stopped. It's just that now there's so many like different wild crises that regard like humanity in general. That's just you choose what to focus on, and then the Google and the internet does the rest for you. That's just how
Not
it
that
happens.
you're gonna ever find Canadian news through Google, Facebook, or Instagram anymore.
I mean, I get that on Google. My phone gives me
No,
Canadian news.
they're not going to do it anymore because Canada has a new law in place to ensure that their agencies get paid, and Google doesn't want to pay for it, so they're going to shut it all down.
Mm. Well, good for us then. Get bent,
Yeah, no,
Google.
no, I'm completely on our government's side on this one. It's Google not wanting to pay for it. That's why I'm making that statement.
Oh my God, so many people just not wanting to pay for things these days. Look at you, Netflix, Disney Plus, you rich bastards at home.
Netflix did the. Oh my god, I thought it was blocked. Netflix did the no longer password sharing thing, right? And
Yeah.
they were like, oh, what happened? Like, did you lose customers? No, they gained customers. So now others are.
Did they say they gained customers, or did they actually gain customers? Like, because I don't believe they gained that many customers. Not enough to have made it worth it. I don't think.
Probably not, but they still haven't changed it.
Of course not, because they're hoping that
But they stopped
because the shareholders make the decisions. Hello, who is this? Rican Octopus? Oh, see, are you referring to the beautiful Lambda Sigma on my screen? Underneath our webcam? OC is not accurate. It's a joke. It's well, hang on, I want to say correct. Okay, so our friend down here is a running gag on the channel where we played the Mega Man X series on stream, and every time you finish a Mega Man X game, you get a surprise final boss, which stops being a surprise after Mega Man X2 because the final boss of every single I saw that you dodged that beetle. You think I'm talking to the chat? I don't notice you dodging the fights. Yeah, so you fight Mega Man in Mega Man X. You fight Sigma in every single game. He's basically the final boss in all of them. Thank you for the follow, Halfsy. So it's a running gag that like he's the final boss in every single video game. Because every time I go like, hey guys, you know what the final boss of this game is? We got our friend Liam who goes like, is it Sigma? Thank you for the follow, also Rocket Octopus. So what I've done is I've taken Sigma and I've made an awful edit of where I just put the final boss of whatever game we're playing right on his face. It's genius, I know. Thank you. I'm patting myself on the back. But yes, that's the story behind that. I'm so glad I get to explain it on stream. Anyway, how are you doing? And what brings you to my corner of the internet tonight?
Hello, everybody.
I didn't miss a raid, did I?
You're a genius for me.
Listen, I can't claim myself to be a genius and be honest about it. Let's be real. No worries. I feel that. But yeah, Sigma's the final boss in every game, and therefore he has a face that is recorded to every game. It's funny because I tend to forget to change his face, but yeah. And then Did I miss a raid?
No, nothing.
Hello, Nick
Nothing.
Rickwood. How are you on this fine
Popped up
evening?
with an raid, but you did jump from like one viewer to five, and now you're at four.
I'm waiting for the raid notification. Twitch.
I knew it. I went to wrong way.
Don't worry about it, Rockin'
No,
Octopus.
I didn't.
You haven't said anything that's. You're going that way. You haven't said anything that's bad yet. This game is called Tales of Grace's F. It is a remake, a port, I should say, of the Wii version that was released only in Japan. That's one of my favorite RPGs, and I'm forcing Ada to play with it, my wife here, because we're done with Kingdom Hearts, so we have to move on to something else.
So we're now playing the Tales series, and Pyrus is getting me to play all the different games and try them out. So this is the first one that we've tackled.
With the caveat of it has to be on a PlayStation system, because I don't have access to streamable software otherwise.
Wait, but the Wii's work.
Tales of Grace is an action role-playing video game developed by Namco Tales Studio and published by Yeah, that's true. Yep. Hey, 2009. 12th main installment. I didn't know they had a number behind it. Yes. Yes, I believe it starts. I don't know what the first one was, but in Japan they were on. They went as far back to the PS1.
Isn't it Destiny?
I don't think Tales of Destiny is the first one actually. I believe I did not stutter. Got him. I want to get the tree. Hey, it's fun. It has really fun gameplay if your name's not Ada. Oh, hey, my merch store. That has a couple T-shirts and some stuff with a bunch of my friends' art on it, and some more running gags. Those are my OCs, yeah. Yes, Ada here makes whatever is not on demand. What? Print on demand, which is made of resin as well. Endless nut. It's not that type of nut. I hope you're not allergic to that type of nut, because that makes life real hard.
There are people allergic to that.
I know. I've seen an episode. Is it House that had an episode, or is it Grey's Anatomy? Ugh. Oof.
I've also come across Chicago Med has an episode on it, and Good Doctor has not done an episode on it yet.
I think Good Doctor can stay away from that. They're dealing with a lot of other issues right now.
Oh, and Resident also had an episode.
I eat plenty of that one. Mad respect. Is it not available in America?
No, so with the way that Etsy works is I have to set the pricing, so I set it to Canadian because we're in Canada, and it's easier for me to figure it out without having to do all the conversion.
Oh, well, the good news, Nick Rec, is that,
what you can do is...
I'm sorry, ad break, yes.
Oh, they can't hear us, can they?
No, because they're not supposed to
So what
subscribe.
they can do is they can go to their Etsy in the site, and I think they can change it to American there, because I've done that before.
Did I have what? Hey, cool. Who's most OP? It's me. I'm most OP.
So yeah, what I was saying was what you could do for Etsy. Actually, they might be able to hear you better than hearing me.
Yeah, we already know your mic's not the
Yeah,
greatest.
So you want to tell them that they can...
What are you
I
saying?
said that if they go into the store, like I can't visit, like...
Oh, you mean for like the American
Yeah.
conversion? American conversion is just gonna be like you're gonna pay less as in American than you do in Canadian.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's
No,
about
it's because yeah, I know you don't change it because they want you to do the Canadian thing and you set the price in Canadian for your own conversion. That's what you said
Yes,
earlier.
so what I'm saying
Though they didn't
is
hear
that
you
what
probably.
they can do is that on the site you can change. You should be able to change it to American.
F music. Sorry.
Um,
It's alright. No, my Ada's mic is my equipment is not the best, and Ada's mic is all the hardest.
Yeah, we're working on getting that.
Better read this. Oh, hello.
Because I know there's been times where like I've seen an American store on Etsy and I've changed the prices to being in Canadian. So
Yeah? I mean, there's like when you go to pay, they probably ask you what like currency you want to pay in. Right?
no.
I have dairy intolerance. He gives me those vibes. you, you gives me the vibes of people who've spoken before. That's what I'm getting here. You ready, Eddie? Because there's only one dungeon left in this game. And then we do the post game.
Okay.
Which is like 2 dungeons.
You said we were on the last 3 dungeons 4 sessions ago.
Yeah, the main game. I don't wanna.
I'm here because
Oh wait,
this
yes.
is a safe space, by the way. Awesome.
Oh, good. I love that.
We like making this a safe space.
That's the whole point of the safe space
Yep.
tag.
I always forgot to put it on my streams.
I like the swear jar. Yeah, if I swear, I get to the way the swear jar works is if I cuss, eventually someone can cash it in, and then I'm gonna raid somebody and give them. I see that some of you went through my redeems, so you can see there's a redeem there regarding that, where I gift subs to that streamer. Please say a cuss word. What kind of cuss word are we looking for here? I don't know. The swear jar's kind of empty, so it does need to be filled in. I haven't sworn in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you've adopted my way of swearing around our son. Our son.
I don't count dang as a cuss word.
I mean, you haven't used that one.
What, penis? No. See, I do count that one as a cuss word.
Damn? That's like,
Yeah.
damn. That's not
Yeah, but you can't say that and then be like,
except I don't.
look, I teetered on whether or not I considered shut up as a cuss word.
I really don't consider damn or shut up as
My mom won't let me say that on IRL. What do you have to say? Do you say weenie? Are you allowed to say wiener? Weenus. Private parts?
Darling.
What?
You're pushing it a little
Chunk.
far.
She makes me say. Mommy? Hello? A woman of culture, I see.
That is great.
Don't make me wash your mouth out with soap. You said the P word. Oh my god, that's amazing. Stan.
Oh man, that's great.
You want me to cuss? I just have to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 Ds for a specific character to come on screen.
Sayer?
Fuck that guy. What's a cock? It's like a chicken, I think. It's true, I was there.
It is a chicken, but it's also used.
I think cock is spelled differently that way, isn't it?
No,
Oh wait,
it's
no,
spelled
it
the
isn't.
same
I'm
way.
wrong. That's in French as a Q. Oh no, it's the final, the pre-final battle dialogue.
With my 3 least favorite characters.
Nice cock. You know what I haven't done all day today? Lubed up my arm.
You like to refer to things like that.
Pascal said we're ready. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Ready is... What happened?
I'm guessing it's reaction to you saying lubed up.
Can you please give me a sub?
a wonderful streamer, hun. Yeah.
You think? Well, I'd like the internet to realize that.
We don't need.
We don't need the launch ramp, baby. Pascal said, "This design is really cool,
But I'm gonna make it.
but I'm gonna make it better."
Oh no.
Oh no, he said the wrong thing. Oh crap.
Tragic. It's fine.
Tragic. It's fine. Don't worry about
I
it.
use Visa debit. Oh, but that's not a
I think the issue is they just don't have that.
Yeah. But that's also not a thing in certain places.
Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's not a thing?
Just like how the U.S. doesn't have e-transfer.
I learned of that recently, actually.
I was amazed that they don't have that. I was like, how?
Your free trial, much like the the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14, is unlimited until you reach level 60. And as a follower, you get access to most of the emotes. So besides ads, there's really no reason to subscribe.
Oh, that's not true.
Oh, that's not true. There's one reason. If you are subscribed to my to my channel, you get to pick a playthrough that will eventually play through. I say eventually because it depends on how long you've been subscribed, but
Viewers can listen in on the D&D games.
true if you're in the Discord server. Yeah.
Everybody has access to the Discord server. It's just you made it so that way subs can listen.
I made it messy though. Some of the things don't work so great. But
Oh, okay. You're new to Twitch. Welcome.
pretty happy that this is one of the first streams you've been in then.
Yep.
I can. She just like bye sigh.
She's like, bye.
Looks to sigh. Alright, I'm gonna head out.
We could use your
Just
assistance.
fades
Okay,
out.
I'll come. I don't think it was much because she thought the world was a wasteland, and then she learned, no, it's not. It's breathable.
She'll put her feet down in infinity and be like, "Is this a pigeon?" And it's a butterfly. Well, Richard's not wrong. If there's no life, there is no conflict.
Exactly.
Though no Elith equals some monsters too. I don't know.
Hasbel, go away.
Poro.
These viewers are great.
I do like
They're great.
very fun energy they're bringing to the stream tonight.
Oh, right. I put Asbel in Yuri's outfit, and it looks horrible on him. That's his.
Home improvement. Is that like that really thing with that's that old thing with Tim Allen,
my
isn't
God,
it?
yeah, I've watched Home Improvement before. I actually grew up watching it.
It's a TV series, right?
It was a really good one.
I don't know. Would you watch the goat JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
We need Emerald.
We need Emerald. Oh. I have to stop reading all the messages out. Isn't that this old house?
No.
Anime cutscene? No, it's Full House actually.
Full House is separate. They're two different shows.
What's JoJo? It's the goat. It's the best anime in the world.
Yeah, JoJo.
It is like I don't know about that one.
JoJo's is a experience.
Oh, anime. Oh. Well, you guys don't want to take like a small break? You're just gonna go right into it? Okay, here we go. No, that's a whole jousting spear now.
Anime.
I mean, he could be scared of JoJo's too. That'd be pretty great. I don't blame him.
Me neither.
They could be scared of JoJo's. I
I
should say.
guess start off with some baby anime first, like some shoujo or shonen.
You don't want to scare them away.
Shoujo and shonen are like the basics of anime. They're the easiest stuff to enter into.
Just watch Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon, card captors.
It's like Pokemon, but better.
Ah.
My mom walked in on me touching my pee to an anime once. Oh, dearest me.
Hentai?
No, it's anime. Don't worry about it. I mean, they're both the same.
It's adult anime.
So I don't watch them anymore. Listen, there's no shame in touching the wingus. Watching anime, so I won't watch. Okay. I feel my leg being pulled. Welcome to the Nostalgia Core, by the way.
Yay.
Actually, it's
I thought we
technically
were
the
gonna get
Listelia shaft.
fast travel. We have crashed this dang ship twice now.
We have fast travel now. Pretty sure.
We've crashed the ship twice.
Don't worry about it. Yo?
I take that as a yes.
What happened?
What happened?
He asked if they asked if they.
Oh,
Oh, just aggressiveness.
the shuttle still works.
The shuttle still works. Pascal just said it's
I'm
fine.
one of the mods.
Mods?
I'm one of the
Mods?
mods, and then the other mods I don't think are in the chat right now. But
Oh, you gotta watch yourself. You can't just tell people randomly to shut up. That's not very nice.
Don't.
Don't.
pretty sure this.
I'm pretty sure they're.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
not
they're.
bannable.
Pretty sure they're. Well, I mean, it could be if it was like actually aggressive. I feel like
It
maybe.
feels like they're all joking around.
Are y'all joking around?
Are y'all joking
I
around?
love mods.
I love mods.
This is outrageous.
This is outrageous.
Yo, I haven't been paying attention to the story for a bit.
We crashed, and they're talking about how she can feel Lambda and some strong
Yeah, I
monsters.
understand that, but I stopped listening.
Pascal
a
also
while
checked
ago.
the shuttle and it's fine.
Asbel was the focus of the story for a little bit, and like he was the primary one talking, so I tuned it out.
Wait, I think same.
Wait, I think same.
My biggest.
My biggest fear?
I have no idea.
I have no idea, to be quite honest.
Losing our son.
Yeah,
That's solid. Being told to shut up. Well, you know, there's no virginity is a social construct, so we don't have to worry about that. Stop making fun of me. Oh dear. 58 right now. Yeah, but if you're a virgin, at that age, you're like a mega wizard. So like, let me know how those magic powers go. That's what my friends told me when I was in college.
What?
If you're a virgin at 30, then you get some magic powers.
Isn't that just
All
a
right, have
show?
see. Have a good night.
Bye.
Or morning. I don't know what time it is anywhere. If you're in Australia, have a good afternoon.
I can tell.
I can teleport. Dang.
Oh yeah, I usually
You
get,
got
I usually get people from Australia usually around 2 in the morning. 2, 3 in the morning.
Let's go. We got new monsters. We get all the Nova powers.
We don't get new monsters. We get monsters we've seen before.
No, they have names now. Ada, don't die.
I'm gonna die no matter what.
Oh no, Nova powers. I lost track. There we go. I thought I was a monster for a hot sec there.
Oh,
Hit him with the Nova stuff.
frickin'. You saw that leg, right?
No?
While we were in the middle of combat, it was like, it chugged.
Oh, that's because we were hitting something that was denying damage, so it was like freezing to tell you that the damage went down to 1.
So it chugged?
It wasn't chugging. It's the whole game actually shows you how the hits records slowly because it's technically blocking them. It's like when you parry an attack in certain games and it just stops the entire thing. The only reason it's a problem is because we're playing multiplayer.
Got it.
Yeah, when you hit the Nova stuff without Nova abilities, that tends to happen. Oh no, Sharia.
Oh no.
It's fine, Sophie exists. Speaking of Sophie.
She sidestepped all the way behind Sharia.
Me trying to stop Sophie from dying, Sophie immediately getting murderized. Okay, wait, we got this? Yeah, okay, Sherry's back. Can't believe they got me. Really? Are you sure?
I can. Frickin'
Hey. Now she's actually quite useful. You just don't like her. There's a difference. Oh, Flux
Point.
Dash.
She's useless plot wise.
Um. Yeah.
Okay,
Like
tell me.
I could have tried to say something otherwise. I don't like. She's the only. What
Oh,
happened?
I finished my combo.
Oh, you're telling me I can't kill him?
You have a Nova attack.
No, I'm saying I don't want you to like miss out on the XP though.
Ooh.
I do have a few Nova attacks at this point because that new title I got has a Nova attack
Yeah.
attached to it. Curse ailment seems benign at first when you least expect it. You'll be walloped with a massive hit that may even KO you. Stay safe by equipping a KO.
No,
Curse
we
charm.
haven't done it in a while.
What? Made fun of Sharia for that watermelon on her head?
No, we haven't updated our. We haven't done any dualizing.
There's an inn on board, but I don't think we have any new requests we can do.
No, but we can dualize.
Yeah, we can dualize. We also need to recharge our Elith
Yeah.
mixer. Ooh. I think we should also take a look at the equipment shop.
Okay. I thought they didn't have anything really new.
They might now.
Yeah, because we went to the other world. Hey. Oh, I
No.
rested.
Yes, you did. Go to the equipment shop. There you go.
Okay.
No, we got all the mithril stuff already. No, doesn't look like there's actually anything new.
Dualize.
Dualize? The finest fur. Fireproof cloth. Just like that one giant had. The cloak. Okay.
You know what it reminds me of?
No.
Nash's cloak.
Is it actually fireproof? Batman's cloak?
Yeah, the whole point is that his cloak is completely.
Okay, wait. Look for other green stuff first, alright? What you doing? You're not looking for other green stuff. See? Look, new. I think we already have that, but...
Right.
Can you go, actually, you want to look at the gear we have? Because I think there was something we could craft up, remember?
Oh yeah.
Wait. Not like this. You already know you're on the shards only. Check. Keep checking. No, go back to the weapons, Ada. Okay, go down so we can see what the required materials are. And if you see something other than just ready to dualize, that implies we can craft something up. No, we can't. So maybe the defensive stuff? Yeah. No? Okay, cool. Now we can go back and look for new stuff. So anything that's green, see if we can craft it up. We already have that, so that's not it. Common metal, no. Nothing new out of the news list. Decaying sword. High grade crystal, nice. That was implying we could make something weapon-wise out of it.
Yeah.
Implying, I don't know if we have the equipment for it yet. I just don't know what else we could get to do so, because like we're at the top equipment I think that we can just buy. So all that's left is a specific type of weaponry that doesn't actually craft into something new. Which like does some of the coolest weapons in the game for their concept, but natto. Yes, the natto. What?
Just being adorable.
Sushi natto.
Okay, so what I.
Oh. Nice. Nice. Look how cool it looks. Too bad we're never gonna see it in combat. Wow. So cool.
Let's see.
Think we can make more of that? No, it was the only thing we could craft with it. So.
It was also the only one we had.
Yeah, because we crafted it, so we would need to recraft it.
Let's see. +9, +3, +5. Yeah, sure.
Any plus is a
Right.
plus. I swear I missed a raid.
No raid. Bumped.
Strange.
Ooh, that's all plus sixes.
Yeah? Metal Gear.
Offers?
Yeah, but I'm kind of like meh about offers. Oh, hold up.
Plus 8, plus 7.
Oof. Do I actually want to be sponsored by this though? Oh, no more rooms. That's a shame.
You'll figure something out.
Well, it's just because I don't want to like stop my sub playthroughs for sponsorships.
Makes sense.
Like I don't like interrupting all these playthroughs for sponsorships. I have a lot of playthroughs on the deck,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are long. And I feel like sub playthroughs should take like precedence over sponsorship playthroughs or sponsorship streams.
Okay, you're at full.
I think we're all set. We don't particularly need more money, right? So.
No, but I don't feel the need to keep this stuff. Literally just there so that way we have money.
I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't impossible that there'd be a possibility to craft them up, but
I didn't see any possibility.
well, we don't have all the materials in the game yet.
True.
I'm gonna save the game first before we move.
Okay, Alec, we'll see.
Just because we got 30 minutes left, I'm like, I don't know when the next time we're gonna be able to.
Gonna be able to save. Yeah, that's a good point. It takes a while. Okay.
So this is unsurprisingly the longest dungeon in the game.
Yep.
The main game. I don't know how the final dungeon of the next part measures up, but this. I believe they split it into 3 or 4 sections. Which, if it's 3, it would be top, middle, bottom, or depths, and if it's 4, it'd be top, middle, bottom, depths. Considering how we're struggling a little bit with these fights, I suggest we do fight as much as possible. As well to get the
Makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm a bad player.
No, well, we're doing it. We're live. But the better stats we have against the final boss, the easier it goes, right?
I also upgraded our weapons. I should have also upgraded the armor.
Yeah, I bet that would have helped me if I'd actually done that on my first playthrough. I didn't start to like upcraft weapons unless they gave me something new until I like went to the zone cage. There's no point to these enemies. They don't give. He's saying they're weak, but that's not accurate. I don't know what that thing was. Veil of Faith. I don't remember what buff it gives.
No, it gives us something. I mean, we can check our status windows.
No. What? What do you mean our status windows?
We're not.
No. This isn't a full menu. It's combat.
Oh,
We'd have to look at her art.
There plus.
Yeah.
Accuracy plus veil.
I don't know what that means. Accuracy plus is not from the Veil.
No, that's a different buff that you have.
What? Show her arts. Sherry's arts. She keeps casting Veil of Faith, and that's because just Veil plus doesn't tell me what it does. Veil of Faith. Reduces damage dealt to all parties. Ah, okay. By dragons and fiends. So if she identifies a dragon or a fiend, she's like, okay, I have a buff.
Yeah.
Cool. He said I'm going Nova. You said no. Okay, you have a new title.
I'm at a point where I can go get my weird now.
Tempest Shot? Is that what it was called?
I can go get Or
You're a mystic, aren't you?
my Mystic art. Sorry.
Tempest Arrow.
Oh.
I feel like that's his level 3. So where would his level 2 be? No, you don't have his level 2 yet, that's for sure.
Yeah, because there's my level 1.
Broadside Waltz, yeah. Well, we'll know when you get it. It'll tell you when you get it in your arts.
You can enter this.
Yes.
It's not just a dead end.
No? Well,
It sort of is. It sort of is. Nothing in here.
I don't know what that does, actually.
There's a couple of spots like that where it's like there's nothing there.
There's that little shiny bit there that looks suspicious to me.
Like up here.
Oh, no, I think I know what it does now.
There's this red thing.
I think that's just background stuff that happens to be in the foreground as well. I believe that the thing we saw on the left is a checkpoint for later. Like when we get to the midpoint, it'll be like, oh, you can go up.
It just ate us.
There you go. I know, I saw. You got eaten by the floor sphincter. Please don't kill me. Let's go. I know I stopped my combo. No! Sophie! At least use level 2. Oh wait, you can't! You incompetent buffoon! How are you gonna kill Richard with no level 2 arts? Sherry's casting an attack spell, so like first aid on you for some reason. She's like, yeah, no. No healing for you. Sorry, Hubert.
Yeah, that's been happening a lot.
This one looks suspiciously like the final boss fight, the final area from Tales of Symphonia 2, actually. I mean, granted, they're similar in theme as well. Thanks, Sherry. Woohoo, an ad break! I love it. You can only snooze them 3 times a stream. It's really annoying.
And then just change how often it appears.
But then I get less revenue from them.
True.
Which like feels scummy, but at the same time, like.
It went Nova. I went. I was like, no, CC. You ain't doing it.
No. It's like there's sandpaper between them. Locked and loaded. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's included in the 3 CCAR. Gotcha. They double AoE healed you. That was kind of wild.
Which also meant that you got healed because we were beside each other.
Yeah, I got a little bit of heals. You definitely like I was full health, but you went from like dying to now full health after the second heal. The first one was not enough because you got hit through it.
Passable.
How dare? Passable is Sherry's style with that watermelon on her head. These are called Terminus Wyverns. I'm like my brother in the sense that I really want to know the name of most enemies.
Yeah, I know. I just choose to ignore it. Because I don't care about the enemy names.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, I don't.
I feel like Ah, ha, ha, ha,
You
ha,
feel like
ha.
what?
Like one of the reasons
I like it is
I like it is just because of how much information is behind a name or a title.
with games like
With games like
Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime, where you scan something to identify it, usually the name contains a hint to the fighting.
Hmm.
The scan also.
The scan also just tells you everything you need to know. But
I just don't care enough.
Yeah, I know that's your
yeah, I know that's your
attitude to
attention,
most
that's
of
your
this
attitude to
game.
most of this game, to be honest.
No, but like that's just my attitude in terms of like learning a monster's name.
Like, I think
Like,
it's a side
I
effect
think
of
it's a side effect of all the myths I used to read as a kid. Like the monster's name contains
heavy recognition.
heavy recognition, right? Because okay,
When you meet something called
when you meet something called
a chimera,
a chimera,
you already know what it's
you already know what it's gonna
Yeah.
be.
When you meet something called
When you meet something
dragon,
called a dragon, you know what kind of monster you're
Yeah.
expecting.
Yeah.
When you meet like
you know, like
a minotaur or whatever, you already know what a minotaur is via the
Yeah.
name, right?
So
Yeah.
Knowing this and knowing that our society likes to utilize really old stories to put into modern stuff, like particularly RPGs, they like to name things after
other things,
other things, right? So like you're playing a Final Fantasy game, when you meet
Shiva,
Shiva, you know what to expect from Shiva. You know exactly what element she's going to be, what kind of magic she's going to use, what kind of playstyle you're to expect from Shiva, right?
So knowing that, maybe
So knowing that, maybe that's why I'm just like, hey, I really like the concept of like knowing the names of every single monster I'm fighting, because
they're like a
what if they're
reference
like a reference to something else
in the series,
in the series,
which is important,
which is important,
particularly in the
particularly in the section we're going up in. By the way, just to
It makes sense.
There's a
It,
bunch of
it
There's a
really
bunch-
does.
there are-
I think it's because I've just never.
that just threw us back up, I think.
I've never put.
I just don't know where else we
that
could have
much
gone from
thought
there.
into it in terms of like I guess in games. I do that more so with shows and books.
oh, that's a lot less.
Yeah, but that's a lot less stuff, right?
Yeah, no, because like
Yeah, no, cause like
there's a set of
there's a set of 7 mini bosses in this dungeon.
I think it's 7,
I think it's 7.
Okay.
might be 6,
Might be 6.
and each of them hides.
And each of them hides behind them a treasure chest,
But also they drop.
but also they drop an item that is.
There's nowhere to. There's nowhere to
We'll see.
What if you went back to that?
What if you went back to that
node,
node,
didn't go in?
but didn't go into the plant thing?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Misa Blinsa.
No, you just went.
No, you just went into the sucky thing.
Well, I didn't even see that.
Ah! It's fine. She's afraid we waste it.
Can we turn it off? With them using that thing? Or at least her?
Actually, I think we can.
She's gonna get her level 2.
She's gonna get her level 2 soon.
Things
All things considered, it doesn't really cause that much harm. It's just annoying because like I want to
Yeah,
cast
I
it.
want
You
to
know?
cast too.
But it's fine because
But it's fine because we've just tempered our crafty stuff, and Sophie has a level 5 title. She gets infinite soul at the beginning of that
I
title.
get it at the third spot. She gets it at the beginning.
Yeah.
her title
Her title is also later than yours, I
No,
believe.
she got it at the same time as me.
Yes, but like only
Yes, but like on the line, it's later than yours.
I think.
I think. No, but Edge of the Void. Getting stunned on my combo, my favorite.
Every time they go into Nova, I just go no.
Good, that's the point.
Good, that's the point.
I like slapping them out of it because it's this move there, the one that you really like, that Ebert does.
Dual Shredder, I think it's called, yeah. Or Moonlight Waltz. The little dance.
Fight me.
Fight me. Nice. Rock on.
Edge of the void. That's what it's called.
He either says that or enter the void. But that's what he says. It's not the name of the attack.
No, I just find that they typically end up saying the name of the attack more often than not.
Yeah, but it's not the case. I'm pretty sure it's Moonlight Waltz. Okay, that was odd.
That's what that's
Yeah, that was different than what I thought happened earlier. Hmm. Suspicious. Don't like.
arts.
Be in your ARs. New Moon? That's your Nova one.
That's a half spindle. Overhead. Might be new moon.
What the heck is Moonlight Waltz then? Crescent, New Moon, and Full Moon. That's great.
Yeah, crescent, new full, and then falling star.
Anyway.
No.
No, that's your level 4 one, but I don't think I've seen you use Thunderbringer yet.
Oh, I know I've used this a lot. That's the you know
You,
when I'm
you
like,
just got it.
why is there lightning striking into me?
Oh,
That's
okay,
what
yeah.
it is.
You sure it's not Thunderfang?
No. Maybe? Might be Thunderfang.
Because you don't tend to have 10 CC a lot, the way I see it.
A lot since we updated my stuff because I start at like 7 or 9 and I almost always go up to it by the time that I
Your minimum's 9, so.
usually by the like if I'm not stunned I block and then I immediately go to 10, 11. But what's been happening is I keep getting stunned.
Oh god. Yeah, do imbue the light of light. Don't let them kill me. Oh, I jumped into their spell and it hurts. Oh no. Kill. Sophie just learned Phoenicia Soul. Got 17 minutes to get to the district point. Serp.
Here's hoping we find it.
Did we come from above? Yeah. Cutscene. She sees the Lestalia shaft. Yo. Hello? That's fair. We gotta get zoopin'. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman. See, now you should be able to do a full combo of 4 CC attacks. With not now because you used them. But oh, what's this? Is that the Terminus Wyvern again? Okay. They're weird from the underside. Now you have 11. Whirlwind Slash, the one that he says edge of the void. We know. It's for
But yeah, I
Fourier.
haven't seen it go above 12.
Your max is 15 though. So you're at the middling. Oh no, the cast is gonna cast? Let's go. If we get it at the max, maybe we'll get to see Sophie's full. No, we won't. We are not even halfway there, and there's a second left. Kaboom! She shoots into the ground. Pascal says, I know physics. Because my eyes are bad. Are they dangerous? Best way to get new skits is to swap out characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because, like, the skits are based on who's in combat.
True. The ones we haven't seen are all the Asbel ones.
Yeah, as well with everybody else.
Because I refuse to play. Asbel.
Yep. Oh, okay. Everybody relax. Where the hell am I? I ran into his oops and I got feared. Mm-hmm. Epic. Really cool. I'm still alive. That's good. Hmm. Well, that was you're about to get your level 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to level up one more time.
I'd say, hey, let's stick Asbel in, but like.
Well, we don't have to. It's just for new, like, if we ever want to see new skits. We're gonna be forced to play with Asbel at the beginning of the next section. You know that, right? Mainly because obviously you need to do the whole time skip, recover everybody back. You know.
Yeah, right. I forgot about that. Yo, when you stun them out of their attack.
Much satisfaction. Mega Sonic Thrust.
Yeah, because I'm doing a lot.
Kill them out of their freaking Elith break. No, I said to you. I deny your attempts at gaining power. We have to find the next bit. Oh, look, a save point. That's a good sign.
We'll do this.
And I think we have to
then
stop
we'll
here
here.
for the tier list. Yeah. He's not as openly suspicious as he was with the others.
Right. I like how Malik and him are on the same page.
They're both military men. That's probably why Malik feels no ill will towards Hubert for the way that he received him and
Yeah.
Pascal. I think that's a discovery.
Now let's back out. Do the discovery. Get
Heart of
this out of the way,
Stone.
and then we'll see.
Legendary metal. Oh yeah, this was a ruin before.
Yeah.
We were here for exactly 5 minutes before everything
Yeah,
hit
it
the
was an
fan.
island with a whole bunch of ruins.
I'm trying to remember what happens to Emerald. Like, I barely remember her. So something has to make her like. I don't think she dies.
Yeah.
Okay. You can. Do you need help setting up the tier maker, or are you good? Because I need to use the washroom real quick. Okay. So you do that.
I'll set this up. Gordon, you go over here. Okay, I guess I'm turning off my mic to go set up the tier list.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mic's not that great. Alrighty. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. That was the last one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't think Pyrus is watching, but darling, you know what we didn't do? We didn't turn on the audio for the video capture.
Yeah, it is. Go to the bottom. That's strange. No, but it's on.
But it's not.
Yes, it is. It's audio input capture, not video capture list.
That's video.
Yeah, but that's
Oh.
not the one that controls the.
But this one is on, but there's no.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's really weird. Oh, right. I already did that. Do 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 do. Yeah.
It is valid to not move anything.
Yeah, I don't think anything's moved for me.
We didn't get much. Like the character arcs are mostly done.
Yeah. If anything, I'd stick Emerald right here.
Earl doesn't count.
I know.
He's not a party member. You know who we could add, Lambda.
We technically have him right here.
I mean, I guess if you want to count that. Well, if you just want to hit that save button.
I don't feel like anybody's really moved. Like, these three are still my top tier characters. I know as soon as I see Richard, he's gonna bump back up.
You think?
Yeah.
What if he does something you really don't like?
He's still gonna bump
Like
up.
just immediately becomes a clone of Asbel.
No.
What if he goes like, "Oh, Asbel, I missed you so much. Thank you for saving me. We should get married now." And then Asbel's like, "Richard, I've always held within you the deepest of feelings. Sharia, go away." And then they just get married on the spot. What happens if that happens?
It doesn't bring anything down for
But it doesn't
Richard.
bring Richard up. What if he starts going for Sharia and Asbel and him get into a fight and they both want Sharia?
Then Richard can go ahead and win. I don't like Sharia. I could care less.
So you'd put her with your favorite character?
If it was a choice between, I'm like, please go with Asbel, but at the same time, if that's what Richard wants, that's what Richard wants.
Alright, well, if the tier list isn't changing,
Yeah, I don't think it's
let's
changing.
talk about ships.
Ships?
So last time you said you shipped those three.
Yeah, these three.
Anything else?
No.
No, you don't want to ship Sherry and Asbel because the game forces you to ship them anyway.
I don't care about these two. I hate these two. And she's basically just a daughter.
No, I wouldn't ship Sophie with anyone either. It's creepy.
I have no reason to ship Richard with anyone at the moment.
It would not surprise you to learn that Richard has a ship with Asbel in almost every fanfiction out there.
No, that does not surprise me whatsoever. But these three are the three that I ship. And when she presented the rings, I'm like, yes!
Yeah, I forgot the way that she did it and Sharia's reaction back in the day. So it makes much more sense why people ship her
With Malik?
during the first game.
Oh, I loved it. I was like, yes, yes. At the same time, I also see, like, the more skits that I watch with the three of them interacting, the more I would pair her with both of them or either just do a throuple.
don't ship her with Malik. I don't see the vibes there.
No.
Even when she presented the rings, both of them were like, "Nah, this is platonic and it's for something completely different." Sherry is the one who chose to interpret it as like
I know.
something else.
I mean, even before Sharia's reaction, I had that reaction. I'm like, I
I
know
don't know.
this is
I'm blind to
platonic.
it.
I'm like, personally, I'm like, I know this is platonic, but I want this to
Like as far
happen.
back as I can remember regarding my mentality towards like this game, and I'm not like back in the day, I was definitely someone who shipped people together all the time. Right?
Hmm.
So this is a teenager. I don't. I don't think I ever shipped Pascal with Malik. I didn't see it. I was blind to the things that made other people ship it. I can see the triggers now, but I don't agree with them. Like you could tell me, yeah, she presented him rings. Yeah, clearly they were just an accessory that you like maybe that's just the person who just like the new me now, the demisexual, dare I say.
So, I would not be surprised if that was the case. Um, but for me, what it is she chose to make rings when she could have literally made anything
What are you
else.
gonna make out of like a small amount of metal though?
You can make a small bracelet. You can make an anklet.
Bracelet is bigger than a ring. An anklet is bigger than a ring.
Anklet takes less metal than a ring. Because
Okay,
they
but
are
then she would
super
she would need
thin.
another type of material to put it together if she has less metal.
It requires less metal. Like it goes further around your ankle because it's a bigger circumference than a finger. However, because it's
You
such
saw the rings. They're super thin.
they're thick
No,
rings.
they're not.
Yes, they are.
In fact, I think most of the metal on the rings is the ore stone.
Darius rings. There they are.
There's rings.
Underneath the archive of wisdom key. Over one. Down. There.
Those are thin rings. This is what I was thinking they would have made, right? This is about the thickness that they've got, and then they have a stone on it.
I don't know. I feel like maybe, but like this I still consider a thick ring.
That's not a thick ring. And if
It
this
is
is a thick ring, if you're making an anklet, it needs to be at minimum this thick, but like 3 times the length
Nope.
circumference.
It's actually smaller than that.
Impossible.
I've had one smaller than that.
Guarantee
I
you,
also have
either
rings
that or
smaller.
it's a chain, and then there's no point.
Yeah,
You're
it's
still using more metal.
it becomes a very thin, small
If
chain.
it's a chain, it's still more metal because it's like 3 times the length.
But instead of doing it in width, you can take that from the width and put it into the length.
Yes, but see, 3 times, even if you're reducing, even if we have the same thickness, even if we have half this thickness, you're still multiplying that half by 3.
She could have made it into earrings. Studs.
Yeah, but that would imply that they both have their ears pierced. Everyone can wear a ring with no bodily modification.
There's also earrings that don't require a bodily modification. They're the ones that just claps on.
Yeah, that's not a thing in fantasy and RPGs.
Good point.
That is a
Very
very
good
modern
point.
thing.
It is a very modern thing. But yeah, it's a clip-on thing. Well, it does exist in the fantasy stuff because they do it a lot for the elves when they do accessories on the ears.
I've only ever seen pierced ears on elves. They have like dangly like things on the tip.
Yeah, so the things that go on the tip, they're clip-ons.
Yeah, but this is not that. This is an earring you're suggesting.
Yeah, you do a clip-on earring that goes off to the side. I've seen ones that go.
Making a big old clamp like the things that people wear here.
No, they're like tiny little clamps like
Making a
this.
clamp, it's a little bit more metal.
It's just it's not that much more.
Also, that is a severe fashion choice. You're making old military man shoes.
I could see him wearing a stud.
A stud, yes, but he doesn't have his ears pierced. Well, actually, I think he does, but because if you look at his if you look at his character, I think he might actually have that. Oh no, he doesn't have an earring. Okay.
Okay.
Does anyone have an earring? I feel like someone has an earring. No.
Nope, nobody has an earring.
You're right. I could also see Malik have a stud, but you're asking like that's an assumption that maybe she does not have.
True. But yeah, I'm like, it literally could have been anything else. Also, not to mention the fact that there was at least 3 other blocks that she could have made them from.
Yes. I don't know if they all reacted because I know we saw the one react. I don't remember if they all glowed. Even if that was
At least 2 of them glowed.
I think the mentality behind it was she just used the leftover ore from the blocks she took, right?
Yeah.
She
But
didn't
also,
realize
if
it was
you look at
taking
it,
time
what the
instead of.
Darius is, is the stone.
It's supposed to be the yeah the I'm
It's
thinking yes,
so she used something else for the band.
but I'm thinking no because the thing we saw was metal and then there's a stone. So if the ore is the stone, the metal from the refinery process, because she made a whole bit from it, right? And it wasn't pink. So where does stone come from?
Exactly.
Perhaps it is a Krias stone.
Maybe, and if she had some Kriya stones on her, that would make sense.
Yes, and she has Krias tech for her weapons and stuff. So
That
that
makes
makes a
sense.
lot more
That
sense.
makes a lot more sense. But yeah, I mean, I definitely see a bunch of it, but I also see her and Hubert for sure.
My God, he's got nothing on Hubert in the future. Like I'm telling you right now, it's not even a competition.
Well, I'm not surprised because Malik is the oldest of them, and then Pascal is assumedly the second oldest.
Yeah, she's like 2 or 3 years older than they are.
Yeah, because she constantly calls them little
Well, she calls him little bro because he's Asbel's little brother.
Asbel's little brother, but she made a point of saying at one point, "Yeah, I'm older than you guys." Like, oh, the youngins. She said that once
Young
while
love.
standing beside Malik, and I'm like, "Yeah, she and Malik are the
Figure out.
oldest in the
Does she
group."
have like? You see the 3D models? The hair covers their ears a lot. I think they chose not to give piercings because a lot of them have their ears covered up. Can I get a zoom in?
No.
You could definitely put watermelon.
Oh, okay. Put it on Asbel. He also gets to wear punishment.
It was on him. I'm so confused. Oh, the chat can't see this. Anyway,
um. So yeah, that I mean that's kind of how I feel about it. Is that it's
the watermelon.
I feel that like if anything, Pascal can go both ways. But that's just how I feel.
And like I said, before the release of the F edition, most people would have gone like the way I hear it. Most people push towards Malik, but nowadays, no one agrees with that.
Mm.
Most people ship Malik and Fourier. Actually, we don't see them interact yet, though. We don't see them interact a lot. It's just because Malik and Fourier would be of a more similar age. They both worked for Fendel. They both pushed their ideals to certain extremes.
I could see them being best buddies.
They're both like Fourier is exasperated with life at the moment, given the fact that like everything she's been working towards just got blown over.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the two of them as being really good friends. I can't see the two of them as a couple. Personally.
I think that the reason people push it or thought of it is because like you'll get situations where Malik definitely looks at everybody else like ha ha ha, they're children, and they're acting like young people who have not had the same experiences I have. And then Fourier will be in the opposite extreme, which is like these kids need to learn and fast because I can't cope with this. She's already has her handful being the mother figure for Pascal.
Yeah.
Though it's not written as such. She's the one who raised her, right? So like, or at least it's implied.
Yeah, it's implied that she raised her.
So like, and Pascal is not the easiest child to raise, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and like honestly, like with Pascal, because she's had those moments where she's like, these guys are definitely younger than me. That's why I feel like that.
She has had very rare moments where she goes, haha, they're kids. But like Pascal's mentality is very much at the same level when it comes to being silly to the others. Like she knows how to get a rise out of them. She knows that she's got a bit more experience than everybody else. But she's not the type to make it a thing in the way that, like, to change the way she interacts with them.
I feel like her character was written like not only with the coding that you were talking about beforehand, but also because I feel like she was meant to be the comic relief character.
Yeah, she's also the big sister character. Like,
Yeah. So she's the big sister in the comic relief, so she knows when to relieve stress from them. And that's where I feel like her silliness comes from. Is like, yes, she is very blunt. Yes, she is very much just this one way. But I also feel like
so that's gonna be with a third.
okay, I feel like it's very much for her.
Here, Sophie's is there. Yeah, Sophie's is one over from yours, by the way. There you go.
Oh, okay. But I very much feel like for Pascal, it is also just a matter of hey, everybody's really stressed out right now, and I need to step in
Um,
and cut the tension
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Like when you think about it, that could be a thing. Could be an angle she's going for, assuming that she understands that everyone has like that stress active. But a lot of people choose to interpret it as Pascal's. It just kind of goes over her head. Like she just acts a certain way because she doesn't feel that stress. She's not the kind of person who feels that pressure because she knows that like she's optimistic enough to get past those points. So like where everybody else is stressed because oh the world's ending and Richard and what am I gonna do about Richard? She's the not angsty person because she's like we don't have to kill Richard. We'll find a way, right? We'll find a way. If this is how it works. And then she gets like especially when she bites onto something like oh hey now I understand how for example Sophie works so maybe we can do this to make this better and fix that problem past the idea of what everyone else is freaking out about. Like, whoa, Sophie's got to kill Lambda, and Aunt Lambda and Richard. What are we gonna do? Pascal will be the type of person to go like, Lambda functions like this. Maybe if we make this happen, Lambda will detach from Richard, right? So that's not necessarily what's gonna happen, but it is something that like Pascal would do if she
Yeah.
starts noticing that it is a problem. At the moment, she hasn't because they're not clear on the fact that Lambda is 100% fused with Richard yet. I think they haven't put that together. I don't
Yeah.
understand why. We've seen.
Well, they're thinking that Richard isn't fully fused yet. That he like because there are moments where they feel like it's still Richard. So they're like, is this Richard who's acting, or is this Lambda who's
Yeah.
acting, or are they still fighting each other, or have they actually fused? So I think they just need the confirmation one more time. Despite the fact that the last time that they saw them, like they saw a moment of it being Richard, and then immediately jumped over to Lambda.
Anyway, I think we're gonna call it.
Okay.
So give me the heads up back for a second.
Yeah.
That's going to be it for tonight, folks. I will be back tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with some Dragon Age 2. I hope you folks enjoyed the stream tonight. We will not be playing Tales of Graces until next week again, but by then we might be able to finish the main story. Not necessarily the full game, because there's some post stuff, but we'll definitely... I'm thinking if we do fast enough. We literally only got... It's Landa's Cocoon, then it's the Lestalia Shaft, and then it's the Lestalia Core. So that's... rather long dungeon comparatively to everything else we've done, but most dungeons have only lasted us about half an hour. This one will probably take about an hour and a half.
I'd say that lasts longer. The last one took a while.
Mm,
Spent the majority of the last
eh.
playthrough on it.
But the dungeon we just did was about 30 minutes. The Balthus, whatever it is.
Shorter than the other one.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this is the longest dungeon in the game. Maybe. I know for the main game it definitely is. So anyway, yeah. So I hope you folks have a fantastic evening. Thank you everyone. Folks, we will see each other tomorrow evening at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Dragon Age. Peace.